out. Would it have been cool to actually see this happening? The actual process of repairing soldiers whose insides were Swiss cheese. I guess we could use the image from, or not image, but video from like when they bring back Commander Shepard in Mass Effect 2. But anyways, I don't make the rules here. Jumping over to the Hoover Dam, terrorists have taken the dam. As then they jump into the reservoir. One woman honks her horn as she arrives. She's the media. Absolute bummer that she's here. Also, quick question: why are there so many people at a dam? I know the Hoover Dam gets like people that come over, but like this many? I don't know. As Universal Soldier begins crawling up the side of the dam, the soldiers are 8 seconds behind schedule. They covered 1.5 miles in 4 minutes. That's pretty good. I did a half marathon on Sunday, and my watch informs me how like recovered I am. Let's see. Monday, I was 1% recovered. Today, I'm 7% recovered. At this rate, by the time I'm 92, I should be fully recovered. Descending, Drago then takes aim as they only are given handhelds, but they're really good shots, I guess, as Van Damme is also on the dam. Taking out their targets, they continue their takedowns, descending down the side of the dam. Watching a camera feed, it's all neck snaps and face crunches. Van Damme then spots Drago across the way, but it's cool. They're friends now. No, they're not. They're co-workers anyways. Putting on a mechanic's uniform, one soldier then gets shot up, but I guess it doesn't matter, as then he domes the other guy at the end of the hallway. The other two then are taken out as Van Damme starts having Vietnam flashbacks to the jungle. You're never too young to have a Vietnam flashback. Yeah, the hippocampus also is undefeated in the parking lot if you weren't aware. Remembering these events, he begins to ignore orders as he sees Drago. Turning around and looking at him, he's totally not jazzed about the situation. Okay, so out of all the secret information going on here, right, the General Loose Lips over here literally calls them Universal Soldiers. And I heard somebody call him a lieutenant. Right?
Okay,
and given some captains that I know, I feel like they would not entrust a lieutenant with this type of information or procedure. Also, again, later they call him Colonel.
How about now? Is it?
And IMDb also has labeled him as Colonel. So why did they call him a lieutenant earlier? Just saying. Anyways, turning back to the Universal Spa Room for the Universal Soldiers, they talk about how Van Damme froze up. They ask him why he didn't respond, as he responds, innocent. In doing so, Drago then wakes up looking at him because he mentions the village.
I don't know
yeah,
what
you
to
literally
do. I just
have
wanted,
the brain
I just
still
wanted
alive.
To watch YouTube.
Anyways,
Maybe
shutting down the dream
randomly
team
talk
here,
to
they all go to
anybody
sleep.
who
Meanwhile,
comes
investigative
to the
journalist goes to
live
get
or
information that she
whatever.
needs. Van Damme is
So,
told
yeah, that's
he
what
was
I'm doing.
confused and he must follow orders, which
A
he
little
agrees.
bit.
Meanwhile, the soldier from earlier who got lit up is on ice. They spend millions, if not billions, to revive these
How about now?
guys. And then they give him the directive, like, okay, you're going to
It's
go
so
in,
easy, straight.
you're going to
I
get
am
shot,
not
and then you're going to pretend like you're dead.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful plan.
being lazy
The team
right
will
now.
be gone
Okay,
within
I
7
am
missions
tired.
at this rate.
All right,
Honestly,
leave
not the
me
dumbest
alone.
thing our tax dollars have ever been used on. Whoa, that's topical. As investigative journalist then takes photos, he wakes up and scares the holy hell out of her. She then runs off, which again, it's kind of interesting that there are like no fences or
funny
guards or really
how
anything.
you're a dad
Like a barbed
now,
wire fence at
honestly.
minimum, maybe. No?
How-
All right then.
how-
Baby driver then goes to take off as he
Actually,
immediately
can I
crashes the
have
car.
one?
Who gave this man the wheel?
Like
Van Damme then
20% more?
finds them first as he drags her out
Hold on.
along with
Wait.
Drago. They ask to
Let me
speak to
see.
someone in
Let me do it
charge
this way then.
as the Universal Soldiers are told to bring them back to the base after finding the film. Baby driver then gets
Come
domed
on,
as
Chompy.
this activates Van Damme's almonds as he smashes Drago in the face. He then takes off with her as he's given orders to
Can I
stop
just
the car.
have one
Telling him
puppy?
to turn the car around, he then tells her she's confused, taking off his virtual boy.
There is
Also,
no way
I
you
have
just called
subtitles
me
on
up.
now, and they do call this
There
guy
is
Colonel, by the way.
absolutely no
Again,
way
I know
you
for a
just
fact they
called
called
me
him
up.
Lieutenant earlier. Whatever.
Also,
Anyway,
Lord,
now
thank
that
you
the
for
virtual
sus-
boy has
for
been dropped,
resubscribing.
apparently that was the thing that was directing
Thank you for
him the whole time.
subscribing.
Drago then calls him a traitor
Thank
as
you for
investigative
resubbing.
journalist crashes out. The scientist then yells
I
at the
put
colonel
the
about
volume
telling the
down.
truth, as
How
one of
is
the
it-
scientists says
is
he
it
doesn't want to be a part of
still
it. Too
really
late.
loud?
You already created these abominations of nature. They're your problem now. Van Damme then says his tour is up as he just wants to go
Wait a minute.
home.
Oh,
Vanny
wait,
Boy
I
then
forgot I
sears
could
his
do this.
wounds because he got shot. Steak, as the bleeding has now stopped.
How about now?
Meanwhile,
It
Be All You
can't be
takes
really
the
that
biggest,
loud right now.
Largest, most inconspicuous vehicle possible.
Yeah,
they
just
come
give
up
me
with
one.
to
Let me
chase
have
the
one
absolutely goated
puppy.
77
I want a
Chevy
puppy,
Blazer, by the way,
please.
which runs out of fuel later on, which is pretty on brand. But you know, why is it on
I
brand?
am
you may be
not
asking?
on
Well, I'm glad you asked that. And not me.
Hi,
assuming you
Roopster.
asked that.
Yes,
Now,
I am
the
alive.
77 Blazer typically came with either a 250, 305,
I am
350, which is
alive,
the Giga
alive,
Chat engine,
alive.
or a 400.
Somehow.
However, these bad boys
Thankfully.
did only get to around like 180 horsepower at the max, and at the lower end, around 145 horsepower. They got around 8 to 12 miles per gallon, which back then isn't
How
a
is
big
everybody
deal, but
doing?
now
How is
that would
everybody's
be
week
horrific. In
being
fact,
actually?
the meta associated with that,
Has
given
been
the
boring.
350, is actually the platform that the LS3 is based on. You just LS3 swap that bad boy, 435 horsepower.
Why are you calling me Unc?
Possibly around 20 miles per gallon. if these
Why
Chevy
exactly are you
Blazers could
calling me
sing.
Unk?
Also, headcanon says this is a 4x4, so with lift and those engines, even though those tires are tiny, that could reduce the range to like 5 to 8 miles per gallon.
Wait,
This
if you guys
Ford
can
Bronco
hear that, I
and
guess I can
4Runner
put
or
this
Land Cruiser are the absolute
back
goats
up
of
for myself.
off-roading. So Van Damme gets out and starts pushing the car up to 30 miles per hour, which, I mean, this guy is technically
too
still
busy
made
moving?
of meat because your cells are going to run out of ATP at a certain
How
point.
hot is
He's
it right
sweating,
now?
so
It's
clearly he
like
does
how
have a
many
metabolism,
degrees?
and we will actually discuss this later because it sort of makes
Oh
sense.
Jesus Christ!
But
It's
it's heavily reliant
89
on his
degrees.
ability to heal, which even then there are other issues such as genomic stability, and it needs to be understood that there is
No way.
mechanical
No.
scaffolding.
I
think,
would
in
not.
the
You
body.
would not catch me
Anyway, so
outside.
investigative journalist goes to
No,
make
thank
a
you.
call at this point. As Van Damme
Sorry,
heads into the gas
you're on
station
your
and
own
apparently
this
ran out
time,
of gas
Lord.
yesterday, as Van Damme used to
I can't
cool
help
down,
you.
telling him about the water beds.
It's
Those
been
were
a
such
wet
a
week.
ridiculous invention.
I would like
Lumbar
to see
issues
some
for life.
rain.
Selling a room
Most
to them,
definitely.
and then heads out with her as she flips on the news.
91.
Finding an AC
91.
unit, Drago has
I am not
donned the
helping
Virtual
you.
Boy once
You're
more
on your own.
as he goes looking for Van Damme, as then he blows
You
out the phone
are
lines.
most definitely on your own on
This
this.
is the 90s, and we have to see.
It's illegal to drive without car insurance in almost every US state, but
I
there's
ate
one thing you
hats.
could try pretty much any time if you want to save money. So I found this website, and look at the
Feel that
difference.
are odd because of
$159
plant?
a month. I
Because of,
thought this
wait,
was
huh?
the best price I could find.
I'm
Don't even
confused.
look
What do you mean
anywhere
because
else.
of
This is
plane?
the best
Because of the
price,
plane?
right?
What
Wrong.
plane? Are you
Now look at my new
flying right
price.
now? Are you in a
47
plane? How are you
Yeah,
hot
that's
if
for
you're
some
in a
reason.
plane?
I never needed to see Van Damme's butt, but there you go.
How
Van Damme then
exactly
says
are
he has
you
to
hot
cool
if you're
down
in a
as he
plane right now?
collapses. He needs ice. Meanwhile, Dream Team is making their way down
Jesus
the road,
freaking
putting
Christ,
Van
I
Damme
forgot
on
about
ice.
that.
His wound immediately begins to heal. Sick, bro. Super healing abilities. She's
Why?
concerned more about that than
Why,
Van being
Rosu?
shot and not even caring about it. Which, okay. Meanwhile, Dream Team has located investigative
It's
journalists. They tell
been
Drago
so
to
freaking
wait
long.
until they are together as Van Damme then tests out the water.
I
tank.
forgot
Again,
about
not
that
very
thing.
comfortable. Seeing Nixon talks about like Vietnam and everything, Van Damme then starts having flashbacks. Dream Team now
Well,
finds
what
the
do you
Chevy
mean
as they
just
go to light up
'cause
the entire building.
you work in the
Van Damme then
ramp?
starts breaking through
Huh.
walls. Of course, if you freeze frame this
I
when he
see.
breaks through the first wall,
I
who is that
see.
guy? That is not Van Damme.
Oh
Van
wait,
Damme clearly
Chompy,
does not
question.
do his own
What are
stunts.
the names
A
of your
couple is in there who
dogs?
apparently
By the
didn't
way,
hit
I
deck
need to
when
know.
a
Can I
ton of
name
lead
them
was being blasted
by
out
any
front.
chance?
And you know, for super
Please?
soldiers, I feel like it would make more sense for them to break
Oh,
in
hair of
and
engine
actually
for
identify
it.
the
Ah,
target
okay.
rather than just blowing everything up. Master Chief would never. The last wall is concrete, so he gets stuck
Okay, I
'cause he
see,
can't
I see,
break
I
through
see.
it.
It would
Master
definitely be
Chief
hot.
would never. Dream
You're
Team then
taking
moves in
suggestion?
now
Can you
as
name
they,
one of them
just
blue?
kinda take the shoot first
By
look
any
later, or
chance?
possibly even never
Or
approach.
or
And then they
Chada?
just kinda lose
One
it,
would be
hiding with a couple
maybe
under the
blue
sheets.
or Chada.
Master Chief,
Come
actually,
on.
you know what?
Okay,
Given the
okay, okay,
situation
okay.
and the luck
What
involved, that
what
they just
about
kinda move on and don't maybe
Chada
pull back the
Cabra?
blanket. Master Chief might. Anyway, so then they take the guy's keys.
They do
and
not
head
have
out,
any
which,
names.
dude, nice car, 1956 Buick
Come
Special Riviera,
on.
I believe.
Blue is a
Can't
good
say it's my
name.
exact
Chada
favorite
is a good
car, but I
name. Or
can
Chada
appreciate the
Cabra.
appreciation for them and those who restore them because once they're gone,
You already have
they're
a
gone forever.
debate.
Yeah, you can
Chompy's
technically
crazy.
reproduce them, ish, but it's never going to be the same. So losing Van Damme and investigative journalist, good job, super soldiers. The colonel and or lieutenant, whatever he is, now
Nürburgring
arrive,
races? What do you
finding the
mean?
badge of
Actually,
ice and
I
missing
actually want to
kidney.
see the
Van Damme then tells her to
what's it
buckle up,
called?
which she
Hold
says
on.
nay. I mean, brother, to
What's
be
it
real,
even
those things
called?
are screaming metal death traps anyways. So she
Ugh.
starts investigating him and
Muscle
asking who he
Hunter.
is. Wow, you're being interviewed by the media. Hooray. Stopping the car, she asks him if he has a family, as he said.
I want to see what the trailer is about, though. I don't think I saw it. What is this? I haven't seen it. This isn't my first time. I haven't seen it. Okay, someone with blue shirt. Why is it blue? Is that a Chadacabra? That is a Chada. It's not a Chadacabra like shirt, no?
Wyveria negated the weight of buildings and mounted.
Why did she cut her hair? Why?
I can't stop wondering, how can all this exist up amongst the clouds?
Oh my lord. What the flip is this thing? Why is this place so big? I don't like that. No. How about you finish to give my stuff? I will. Eventually. I will, actually. Go finish the race 3. Okay, actually, maybe I'll play Stories 3 maybe today or tomorrow. Depends.
Too powerful to tame, too difficult to reproduce.
No fucking way.
Sounds like
Why? Please, why? Who in the who is the retard? Okay, you know what? No. Who wanted Kushala Daora in who? Why? Why is he here? Why does he exist? Why Kushala? Why Kushala of all? Wait. Wait. If who the fuck is that? God, I can't remember the name. If he's there, so that means we may or may not have Fatalis again. New monsters for you to I do not kite. I never ever kite. You're lying. You see nothing. I never ever cart. Okay? I never cart.
Monster Hunter Wilds is about to get a whole lot bigger. Capcom have officially revealed Ascendance, a massive expansion bringing master rank, new monsters, fresh weapon moves, and an entirely new region to explore. While the announcement trailer showcased
get
the highlights, Capcom have shared further details
rematch?
regarding
I'm
gameplay
confused. What is
mechanics
that?
and a video featuring the new director. Plus, we now have an official name for
Try
the new
with the
mechanic
icon
and some
C.
news specifically for Nintendo Switch.
Wait, why
2
is it coming to
owners.
Nintendo?
So let's explore these details together and feel free to share what you're most looking forward to before the expansion launches in 2027. But please note, since we only have one trailer for this currently available, there will be some looping footage as we discuss this
In
information that we've
2027,
gathered.
why is it so
Takuro
far?
Hiraoka is stepping in as the lead director for Ascendance, succeeding Togeda, and continuing the series' tradition of rotating the directors for major releases and expansions.
Aww.
Hiraoka is a
Why?
long-standing member of the development
I'm gonna
team
get
as
some.
well.
I
He
don't like
started with
Kushala
Monster
Daora,
Hunter
okay?
43rd
Like,
and has
bro,
previously
never
served as a
never
designer for
stops
Monster Hunter
flying.
Generations and a lead designer for both Generations Ultimate and Iceborne.
I feel
To
like
be
we'll
honest,
see
this has got
Valstrax
me
because
excited.
that
But during the
monster that was
presentation,
like
Hiraoka explained that
diving
Ascendance
reminds me of
refers to
Valstrax, and I
more
don't
just
like it.
climbing or advancing. The title
I do
is
not like
primarily
it.
inspired by the new locale's floating islands high up in the sky. It also represents the evolution of the monsters, the hunter's actions,
It feels
and the
like this
transition into
this
master
area
rank,
feels
with the
so
goal of
big.
taking all the core elements of Wilds up to the next level.
Oh,
And
no.
this is what we wanted of this expansion.
Hey,
New
I
Local
found
features a series of
Valstrax.
floating islands known as the
Hi, Jaeger.
Skybound Eyrie, although notably it is referred to as
You
the
have to share your
Eastlands
chips.
on the official
How are you
website.
eating your
This
chips
could
without
indicate
sharing?
a distinction between the broader region's name and a specific map or locale's name, though. Basically, the devs have aimed to create a visually
Ever
stunning
fought Lao
and
Shenlong?
vibrant
I've never
environment
ever
that
fought
leaves
Lao
players
Shenlong
in
before.
awe.
I am
And if you
so
look at these
hyped to
areas,
fight
they do
him.
look a
I have
lot
seen
more
videos of him
vibrant and just
everywhere,
visually
like people
appealing
playing
than some of the
against
locales
Lao
in the base
Shenlong,
game,
and
at least if you ask
I
me.
just want
Keeping the
I just want to fight
exploration
him.
engaging, though,
I am
there's
so
new
excited
travel
to fight
mechanics
him.
that have been added to our secrets, including the ability to glide between islands and utilize updrafts.
I
There'll
charge blade.
also
Use
be
great
unique
sword. Great sword is
environmental
way better.
interactions specific to this area that they say are yet to be fully revealed.
Great
Some
sword is the
people are
best.
making jokes comparing it to Tears of the Kingdom with the Sky Islands in that, but I doubt we'll be able to jump off all the way to the ground down below in this one.
Just for the
Now, of
whole
course,
Monster
one of the
Hunter.
more notable things in the trailer is the inclusion
I don't
of that
like.
new
It's
gauntlet,
bad enough
which
that
it
I
looks like
keep
is gonna be
like
the new unique
carding
mechanic of this
to
expansion,
regular
similar
Monster
to
Hunter
how we had
World
the
and
Clutch
Wilds.
Claw in
No, thank you.
Iceborne, even though we don't
I know
talk
my
about
weak
that
points,
anymore.
and I am
During the
not
video,
about
we
to let
actually
them
learned
keep
that
showing all
this
the time.
new
Wait,
gauntlet is called
what the hell?
Boost Bracer, and it adds new moves to each of the weapon types. First, they
What?
explained that activating the brace will temporarily grant the ability to do enhanced actions like
I
attacks,
have
combos, and
I
even movement.
I didn't even
For
really see
example,
the
on
Summerfest. I
greatsword,
only
we can
just
see the
heard
character
about.
activated, which
Holy
actually has a
cheese.
wind-up animation. But once it's activated, it seems to enhance the leaping wide slash to move further, faster, and in a new direction that even flinches
So
the
you're telling
monster
me
on
I can be
contact.
able to be
Next,
much
we see them
faster
perform
with
a
the great
slash,
sword
which allows them to
if
follow
I
up with
actually
what
lock
we're
in.
speculating is a boosted charged slash. If you dial your memories back to
Oh
Monster
my
Hunter Rise, then
god.
you may remember the surge slash combos, and it looks kind of similar to that, which was a really cool moveset a lot of people enjoyed. The light bowgun, though, we can really see the mobility enhancement in action, as the boost bracer allows the player to move while shooting, which we're
This
guessing
makes
will
you
be a common trait for all the
me.
different
What do you
weapons,
mean this
but
makes
moves
you
that were
better?
perhaps
I am
previously
already
restricted
good.
on
I
movement in
am
the
good
base game.
enough.
So it looks
Okay.
like now there's going to be more ways to move around while doing cool things. That said, it might not apply that same extreme movement to all the weapons, as it looks like the
Just replace the
Gunlance, for
T. What do you
example,
mean
has
by
some
replace
kind of
the T?
counter or cross slash,
Wait,
but
what
every
are you?
weapon is likely to
Igor?
get some form of something new
Igor.
and flashy
Oh,
in the game.
I
The
see.
funny thing
Never
about
mind.
this reveal is it has a lot of people comparing the new boost bracer to Nero's combat from Devil May Cry. And while it does look a little familiar, we're pretty sure the mechanics won't be the same, as we don't expect you're going to be able to ride your
You
bracer
just want to
into
hit
battle
the
like
drive
Nero
by
can.
Vapor. You
But
are
we can
very.
see how
You're
aesthetically
silly.
it looks like you rev your
Hi,
bracer in a
Prescott.
similar way, which is really cool. We're also
How are
very
you
interested
doing?
to see how it impacts build making, as we could see there being some really cool synergies with the different skills that give you more charge or enhance your damage.
Huh.
Maybe there's even new skills related to it. And because we love
Hey,
build
I do
making
not
Monster
understand
Hunter,
nothing about
this is pretty exciting
all the
with all
jewels.
the possibilities we now have. Now, when it comes to the developers, they also said the boost bracer will allow you to
Level
overcome
4
the
decorations.
challenges that await
How
in
level?
Master Rank, as the monsters will of course
Great.
be tougher, so they hope
Which is
players
great.
enjoy the challenge and rise to it. And to that, I say challenge accepted. An important thing to note, though, is
I
that
am
the
just
new
so
moves
happy
to
about the
weapons
Great
won't
Sword.
just
That's
come
all I
from this
care about.
boost
I don't
bracer,
care about
because they
anything else.
mentioned there
Maybe
will be additional new moves
the
for each of the
light bulb
weapons that
gun,
you can
but like
use
I am
without
just so
it.
happy
Now,
about
we're
this.
really interested to see what these new moves will be, and when they start dropping those weapon reveal trailers during
Heavily
reveal season,
caffeinated
it's
and
going to
grinding
be a
ebony
good
of
time.
Pokemon
For the
materials.
monsters, it seems
I'm
both
doing
the
okay.
devs and of course the players are happy
I am
that Lao
doing.
Shanlung
I am
is
so
back,
happy
as they
right
highlighted
now.
its return at the end of the trailer. For those that don't know, Lao Shanlung is one of Monster Hunter's most iconic Elder Dragons. It first appeared
Look
in the
at this
original Monster
shit.
Hunter back in 2004
You
and
can't
hasn't
show me.
been in a mainline game since Monster Hunter Generations
Don't remind me,
Ultimate.
Robsu.
Now, Lao
Okay,
Shanlung
don't
is a bit of a
remind me.
chungus, as normally it doesn't rely on flashy attacks. Instead, it just
Chompy,
uses
you're
its
in
sheer
for
size
like
and body.
a world
Previous
of
hunts basically
pain,
revolved around
probably. Or
traditional
maybe you
Monster
might be
Hunter-style
lucky,
sieges,
and you
kind
might
of
just
like
get the
defending a
gems
fortress,
right
as
off the
this
bat.
colossal Elder Dragon would slowly march forward, and if you played it, you know it was a real classic. A cool thing to note, though, is that while the monster hasn't fully appeared in a
You
while,
really were
it did
good.
make a sort of cameo appearance
I
in
remember
Monster
when you
Hunter
were so
Stories
mad
3,
because I
as it
wasn't
was in a
doing what I was
crystallized
supposed to
form,
do.
Frozen, which was a nice Easter egg on that map.
At first, you
It
were a
also
sucker
seems
for
that
giant
the story of
monsters.
Ascendance will be
You like
deeply
them,
tied
don't
into
you?
the appearance of other Elder Dragons, as we also got to see Kashala. Now tell me in the
Ugh.
comments, how many games in a row has Kashala been shown and released in Monster Hunter? Is anyone kind of sick of Kashala, or do you love it? Tell me down below.
You know what? If
But
I'm
another
fighting
interesting thing to note
Kushala,
is that Gemma
I
has a
need
Kezu
an
plush
insight
on her
glaive,
hip,
honestly.
which replaces the usual plush that she's
Like
carrying,
Kezu.
which was a Kutku. Now, this strongly suggests that Kezu will be in the game, just like Kutku was in the base game release.
He's
Now, if you've
been
never
in
heard it
every
before, we
flipping
cannot wait
game.
until they've remixed the theme for this iconic monster. Kezu is going to have a 10 out of 10
Yes,
banger
I
theme
do.
as usual. Of course, we also saw in the reveal a new type of flying wyvern monster that really does remind us of Kurapeko. This one seems to
What the hell
release
is
sound
Kurapeko?
waves as it claps its sort of chitinous webbed
Oh?
ends of its wings together. The major thing that we see, though, is the dive bomb attack that it does with the pack of
It
other
reminds me
similar
of
wyverns with it.
Valstrax.
The interesting thing to see here is that the main one is fully colored and is more blue, while the rest of the pack are more yellow.
As much
and
as the
similar to
world
each
handler.
other.
Why would
It'll
you
be
hate
really
the
interesting
world
to see
handler?
how this fight plays out,
She's
given there's effectively
fine.
5 monsters here in one, even though the yellow ones are in the air for most of the time. Plus, the dive bomb attack does give us a slight Valstrax diving vibe.
I said the
and
same
honestly,
thing.
I'd be all for seeing Valstrax in this expansion if it is some kind of hint or
Trying to
reuse
see
animation or
future
something
trailer,
like
they
that.
tend to
But
reveal
one
too
of
much.
the biggest announcements
Wait, what do you
was
mean?
that the game is now in development for Nintendo
She's not
Switch
annoying.
2. Yes, you heard it right, and if you're looking for some portable monster hunting action like in the good old days, well, outside of using the Steam Deck, which I love by the way, the Switch 2 will be your next chance to do that. All in all,
Wow.
exciting times are ahead, and we will be getting new gameplay mechanics and possibly some more crazy
Why would-
fights,
why-
as that has been the trend in more recent Monster Hunter games. But that's all
Why
of the
does
information we
Steam-
have
why
so
is-
far,
why
and we'll let
Switch
you know
2,
more
by
when
the
it
way?
drops. But do tell us if there's anything in particular that you would like to see in the game or for us to cover. And do subscribe so that you can be here when we're back with more on Monster Hunter and other videos on your favorite games coming
Honestly, gotta
very
worry
soon.
again.
Here at Arix Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Para.
I love this so flipping much. I can't get enough of this. Wait, no, I'm starting from the beginning. Let's study from the beginning again. I don't get. Helldivers update? There's an update for Helldivers? What kind of update is it? Alright, then I'll check it after this one. After
You are
this
free.
one. Fuck you, Reaper. I swear to God, fuck you. You don't even
Are you
have
sure
enough
about that?
points. Yes, I am sure. All the trailers before Wilder release, they showed 90% of the monster roster. Ew. Ew. No, I don't want to see anything. I want to be surprised. I want to be pleasantly surprised. Didn't the shield like? Didn't he have his shield on like after? I forgot his name. Came to visit them. Maybe I'm tripping. I most definitely are. I am. Bye, Vapor. Really, imagine dying in a cutscene. She is pretty. She's so pretty. It's gonna be a busy week. I'm going to shower says the rain got me. Alright, Roger. I'll see you when you get back. Bye bye. Wait, why? Oh wait, it's because you're moving. That's why it's a busy week for you, right, Roopsu? Huh. Wow, wow, wow. So cute. But why is it red though? Although it does have some blue, but why red?
You know where I am?
You move into a house with your sister. Say hi to your sister for me, actually. I have watched this over and over and over again. It feels like I wanted to I just want them to bring the game basically tomorrow. Like they should just like release the game already. Like I can't.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
Your three sisters are scare and torture you. I feel like you're lying. I feel like it's a lie. I feel like you're lying to me.
This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim.
But she's not a god though, like, but why is she here? Laufey isn't a god, is she? No, she's a giant. But then again. Ew. Yes, you are, Roopsu. I feel like you are. Getting raised by natives and Mexicans are a scary combo. It might be scary, but it should be fun as well.
Couldn't
Oh,
have been that
damn.
difficult. Yeah. Armor. Good idea.
It's such a cute creature. I wonder what it is though. Like, what's its name? I'll name it Blue. No, not Blue. I'll name it maybe Cabra? Yeah, I'll give it the name Cabra. It fits. Cabra fits.
Now, how about a way out?
Oh my god, this game, I like it because it's another God of War game, but I miss Kratos. Bruh, look, it's a new game, okay? If you want Kratos, like, you can always go back and play the old God of War game. Maybe that's slower so we can say it out. No, I am not doing that. No. No way.
Guess I'll find my own way from here.
But this is gonna be fun. It's a new story. It's a new game.
That mess.
By the way, Chompy, when are you gonna stream Dead Space again? You never finished Dead Space. Yeah, I know it's not Kratos, but like it's Kratos' wife. You guys didn't have a problem when it was Atreus.
I have to find a way back.
Why? What do you mean? Because I am not saying a slur, Ropesu. I'm not gonna say a slur. Then you'll be able to say, it, and then people be like, who told you that slur? You just be like, it was Blue, and then I'm like, no, it wasn't me. So you don't like Atreus. You don't like Laufey. You only like Kratos. Is that what I'm getting, Chompy? I still played as Kratos. You will see Kratos in the game anyway. I didn't finish my playthrough for Dead Space. Wow. Imagine never finishing your playthrough. You'll be fine, Chomp. You will be fine. Why does it look like a tongue? Yes, you will. Mongolian. Oh. That looks like a dog and like.
That creature.
I don't even know what that is. Imagine. Roxy, you heard nothing, okay? How come you couldn't play Metal Gear because of that? What did that do? If you died in that trial, I'll be perfectly fine with playing as Laufey. Wait, is Kratos not the god of the Norse? Or wait, is he? Or wait, what is Kratos actually? I didn't even play the last God of War game. I really should get back into it. I never even finished the first one. I never played the second one. I should try playing the game, honestly. Maybe I should stream it. When I get it, I'll stream. I'll definitely stream it. Alright, hold on. I'll wait for you guys to finish with your ad, and then I will continue. If Kratos is still alive, then I want Kratos. Isn't Kratos in like where is this man? Alfheim? No. No. Isn't he in hell? I think. I don't remember. It's God of War, not King of Frost Giant. You know, Chompy, come on. Okay. Is the ad over? Let me know if it's over. Let me know if it's over. Let me know if it's over. Just give it a chance. It's a new game. It's different. It's a new game, new stories, new map, new everything. Yeah, like, don't you want to know her story? Obsession? What's obsession about? Yeah, sure, she's not a god of war, but still, she married the god of war. She has dreadlocks. I love her hair. Ooh.
Another mask. This is important to you. I wonder. Do you think this could set you free?
I'm so confused on what's going on here. What's so special about this silly mask anyway? That was a really, really bad punch. You do not hit a girl, or a woman, or a mom, or mother.
Would you like to see how hard it is to die here, Godly? I can show you.
Jesus Christ.
You can't keep me here.
How is she annoying? What did she do to you?
Gateway is closed. There is no escape.
How? I'm even confused. How was she annoying? Like, I'm genuinely confused. How was she annoying? Robson, no more twerking. It's the God of War. What's it
Resisting
called?
the truth
Like the trailer? Yes.
will make this more painful.
For the God of War Lao Fei. He knows enough. Okay, fine.
Setback.
No, Betsy. I will handle that problem. You deal with our new pet.
She looks so ferocious, honestly. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. A six-legged lion. Or is that lioness? A lioness. Probably. Since it has no mane. Is that wood? Or is that bone? No, those look like scales. Eh. Does that thing look like scales? Ouch. Cannot pet that dog. No, you can't. You cannot. You would not have a finger. You would not even have your entire body anymore. You'd just be gone.
Okay. I think they're gone. Just be careful. Fresh air. Oh, you're...
He looks like water.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking
How
sword.
long is this game?
I'm not the sword.
It's
I'm the ribbons, obviously. And
a
my
few
name is
minutes
Ru-
more.
The cube is Frank.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? But you're not even all here.
You're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working.
Also, by the way, what was the name of the I don't know, movie, video? Oh, wait, it was the what's it called?
Afterlife of the Gods? I call it the
Daredevil?
Everyone.
No, not Daredevil. What game? What trailer did you say I should check for?
Great.
Helldivers. It was
So,
Helldivers.
what's the plan, boss?
Not your boss, Frank. That cask. That's why you're trapped.
Yeah. Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you do that again?
My magic. It's wrong here.
So, well, these are old. Is there any new one? Is it the Warhammer one you were talking about? Or which one is it? 11 years ago, god damn. That is a very long time. A very, very, very long time. There's a new Final Fantasy? You're thinking of Freya and not Lauf. Bruh, how did you mix them up? Yeah, sure, Freya was definitely annoying. Final Fantasy VII. Why am I even watching this? Galactus War. That is crazy.
Hello everyone, I am Mikael Eriksson, game director
Okay,
of
I'll check it
Helldivers
out after this one
Today,
is done.
I am very excited to announce a collaboration between Helldivers 2 and Warhammer 40,000 for an upcoming Legendary Warband. For those of you who haven't enlisted yet, Helldivers 2 is a high-octane 4-player co-op shooter where you fight as a Helldiver for democracy and the glory of Super Earth. Your mission? To liberate the
For the
galaxy
Emperor.
from evil, oppressive aliens threatening our way of life. At Arrowhead, we believe these two worlds fit perfectly together. And as a studio full of die-hard Warhammer fans, we are beyond thrilled to see this Legendary Warband come to life. We look forward to revealing more later this year. And until then, we'll see you all on the battlefield.
Naruto Lock have its own series instead of using God of War title. That makes more sense to play as Faye and learn more about our past. I mean, I don't think it would make any sense. Let me see. Final Fantasy. Is it Rebirth, Remake, Revelation? What? Oh, how many Final Fantasy is there? Oh, 21 hours ago. Okay. Why is... Yeah, this is longer.
Long story short, the world's in trouble.
So what are we waiting for?
It's not gonna be Space
get
Marines, but
Sephiroth to
foot
be another
soldiers.
lifetime.
Oh, I see. I see.
As we reunite with our heroes, the meteor looms in the skies above, a constant reminder of your mission and the grave threats you'll confront as you embark upon your journey and face the epic conclusion of the remake series. Aboard the Highwind, your very own airship and the pride of the Shinra fleet, you'll take to the skies and witness our most expansive open world yet. From the outskirts of Midgard to the sun-drenched Medial Archipelago, to to the warrior nation of Wutai. Simply pick a direction and set sail. But
I've
after you'd be
never played
expected to
Final
protect the whole
Fantasy.
world at once, you'll need to cover ground fast.
I am not jumping. No way, no how.
Don't worry. These parachutes are top of the line. Pull the cord and pop. You'll be floating
Second
through
to
the
the
air
last?
like a feather.
I see.
At any moment in the open world, simply pilot the Highwind to your destination and take a leap of faith. With the wind rushing past,
Can
you'll
you
descend
have
seamlessly
your
from the
own
sky
like
above
character
to the
in
ground
Final
below.
Fantasy? Or
Where
no,
will the
it's a
winds
set
guide you
character
first?
already.
That freedom is in your hands. But no matter your destination, to defeat your enemy, you'll need a fighting chance. And that starts with your trusted allies. At long last, with the world teetering on a blade's edge,
I should play a
everyone
scary game by
assembles at
myself.
Cloud's side,
No.
forming an epic
You know,
ensemble
maybe I
of
might.
heroes,
It's set character.
each
Oh,
with their
why?
own story that brings you closer
Why
together
is it set
than ever.
characters? I don't
But a
like
good
it.
unit needs more than friendship to save the day. It needs a disciplined combat regimen. The hybrid battle system, established in Remake and refined in Rebirth, is perfected in Revelation, putting even more power in your hands. In fluid, real-time action, seamlessly switch between party members to even the odds. Then, when the fight calls for strategy, enter tactical mode to unleash a suite of powerful new spells and abilities. Activate devastating synergies with your companions. And of course, call on mighty summoned entities that can turn the tide of battle.
Oh. What kind of crazy entity is this one? It's like Genshin, I see.
I won't return to my coffin until we've put Sephiroth in his.
Flip is
Vincent
Sephiroth.
is a deft gunslinger, capable of delivering precise, high-yield shots. But there's more to this secretive former Turk than meets the eye. The result of experimentation at the hands of Shinra. Vincent can transform into the Galleon beast at the press of a button, gaining tremendous power while transformed. And when combined with the skills of a certain ace pilot, their high-impact synergies disrupt the fight with ferocious results.
The Leaping Lancer, the Dashing Dragoon, the one and only Sid Highwind.
Sid Highwind,
Alright, Russell, I'll see you later.
joins the
Bye-bye.
party and their mission to defeat Sephiroth. Sid's command of his lance allows him to rapidly close the distance for powerful strikes, or engage in sweeping area of effect attacks to bring a whole host of enemies to heel. But to fully control the battlefield, skill with a weapon only gets you so far. To further augment your combat capabilities,
Bye-bye.
try this on for size. Function Integrated Tactical Suitwear, or the FIT system for short, allows you to further
Jesus Christ.
style with new
Don't do that! Fuck, I was scared. Don't do that.
Fits gives you an extra edge in battle. To face what's coming, you need all the strength you must have. Sensing its fate hanging in the balance, the planet itself.
Play a
has
horror
unleashed
game?
its
I
last
don't
line
have
of
any
defense.
horror
The
games.
Weapons, ancient beasts that are larger than life and capable of untold destruction. Will you be enough to stop them before it's too late?
No reason.
As the world is torn apart, you and your friends must
Actually,
unite.
all the horror games I had, they were on PlayStation, and because I don't have my PlayStation anymore, so I don't have access to them.
Your mission is clear. Take up your Buster Sword, equip your materia, and stand together. One last time.
These skies belong to me. Hope you're ready.
She's getting added to Street Fighter 6. I should get back onto Street Fighter. Like the last Street Fighter game I played was Street Fighter 2. I have never played any other game, any other Street Fighter game other than Street Fighter 2. I need to get into Street Fighter again. Last one I played was 5. Huh. What else should I even like look for? State of play. The only Tekken game I like is Tekken 4. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, wait, this is 10 big announcements. I like game ranks, so they'll tell me everything that came out.
PlayStation just held their big State of Play event for June 2026. Was it the biggest, craziest State of Play like some people were hyping it up to be?
Yes.
Did we get some interesting new announcements?
Yes.
So let's talk about them now. Let's get started off with number 10. A surprise announcement was Stuntman Hollywood. Yes, the return of the Stuntman franchise. For some of you that don't know, this franchise originated on the PS2 and was a ton of fun, focused around stunt driving more than racing or anything like that. Stuntman Hollywood is back with Saber Interactive at the helm. The people behind things like, more recently, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
I know absolutely nothing about this game.
Space Marine 2. Saber Interactive's got their hands in a lot of different cookie jars, and they handle IP really well. Intellectual property, licensed games. So it makes sense with this Stuntman Hollywood that it is featuring a lot of famous films with cars.
This looks like a recipe for Fast and Furious, honestly.
The Back to the Future DeLorean time machine. There's a good amount of cool stuff going on here. Once again, in the framework of stunt driving, doing special tricks, getting everything perfect. We don't know too much more about this one, but I'm gonna be honest, I just personally really like this. This is a good revival of a classic franchise that I still think had more left in the tank. Next at number 9, I think a big theme of this State of Play in terms of announcements was release dates. We got release dates and updates for a lot of games we already knew about. First and foremost, Control Resonant, the sequel to Control, is releasing September 24th. We also now know that Dune Awakening is coming to PS5, and this is releasing September 22nd. Also, Onimusha Way of the Sword, Capcom's next big thing, finally has a release date of September 25th. Along with that, they announced that there's a demo available right now. I have played some of this demo area. I have experienced this behind the scenes, and it is pretty cool, so check it out. Also, Phantom Blade Zero was teased. They're going to announce more info in the summer, but we also now know that the release date has been moved to October 29th. Also, No Rest for the Wicked, the excellent kind of Souls-like Diablo mix, has been in development for a long time. It's coming out of early access, and with that, it's releasing on PS5 in October. We got a really cool trailer for Ace Combat 8 as well. These games are incredibly underrated, and they actually go all in on telling cool, crazy stories. It's not just an aerial dogfighting game. This one looks really interesting, and we now know it's releasing October 2nd. Also, last but certainly not least, Silent Hill Townfall, the kind of Silent Hill spin-off first-person horror adventure, is now slated for September 24th. So yes, you might be looking now at the calendar and thinking, wow, are all the big games of 2026 releasing in between September and October? Yes, you'd be absolutely right. It seems like everything and their mother is releasing just before Grand Theft Auto 6 releases in November.
Of course it is.
That's a lot of games, man. So let's move on to number 8. Until Dawn 2 was announced. Yes, Until Dawn is back. Sony is reviving this property, only this time without Supermassive
is that
Games
the name?
working
Reason?
on it. Supermassive Games, of course, has gone on to do their own thing in a similar vein. This
Some
one is
real
coming
videos?
from
Okay, what
Firespike,
kind of
a studio
videos?
that's kind of done
I was
support
playing
work
one.
and
You
work
guys
on
didn't
smaller
like that one.
PlayStation games.
So what
Until Dawn
type of
2
videos
looks
do you
it's
want
like
to
totally
watch?
changing the environment, the setting, all that. No longer is it a snowy log cabin, but now a spooky, sexy, tropical island getaway. You got a bunch of young characters partying and smooching, and it seems like there's a guy on the island killing them all. In this, they did tease some very classic Until Dawn style split-second decision-making that'll affect the outcome of characters.
What the?
In this ruined world, even the stones come alive. I watched a statue suddenly lurch to life, cracks splitting wide across its surface as a brand new beast tore its way out from the inside. This is the surface of the Chain Cage world, a place ruled entirely by beasts. Down below, Mark was making his way across the wasteland.
What the hell?
He wasn't running. His pace was steady, almost casual, like he'd long since gotten used to this place. The beasts around him seemed to sense something off. He smelled human, but not quite. A massive creature stepped right over his head, mana flowers blooming beneath its feet. The energy source of this land, the beasts lined up one by one, turning in the energy they'd gathered. Monsters that once sent humans running in terror now acted like obedient workers, clocking in on schedule. Bai and I kept watch from above, staying hidden in the shadows. Not a single beast noticed us, because every one of us had our emotions completely shut down. We call it returning to the origin, and the price of living here is feeding your life energy to the mana flowers. A red flower drove its vines into Mark's body, trying to drain the last
I
bit
said
of
it
strength
okay,
out of him.
I
We
saw
all figured he pretty much lost his human mind by now. I even wondered if there was any saving him at this point. But Mark heard us talking. A flash of beastly red.
Alright,
flickered
fair
from
enough.
his eyes.
You did say that. Oh my god, that was insane. Oh, okay. Let's see. No. What the hell is this? Why did it say Hoyoverse? Zuko players we named the most? No. No, no. No. This looks disgusting. Ew, gross. Passenger explain. No. What type of video do you want to watch? Like, give me something and I'll be able to find something to pick. How about this one? Oh no, this is true ending. Manga's not very good. No. Do I like Dungeons and I do not know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. Unfortunately. I do not know a lot about so many things. Avatar 4? What the hell is this?
Avatar 4 is unlike anything this franchise has ever attempted. We finally have new updates and new first looks for Avatar 4, like the time jump, the first details for Varang, the new secret Na'vi identity, Cameron's jaw-dropping story pivot, brand new biome previews, and the production update that confirms they are going full speed ahead. And yes, we finally have official
2029?
confirmation of how much of Avatar 4 has actually filmed at this point. Okay, let's waste no time because this just dropped at the Saturn Awards and the internet has not stopped talking about it. Trinity Jolie Bliss, the actress behind Took, the youngest Sully kid, just confirmed on the red carpet exactly how much of Avatar 4 has been filmed. And the answer? She said a wee little bit. We filmed like a
Okay,
first little...
never mind. A Leviathan dragon. Wait, what?
I just found out that if you have 2 cars on your car insurance, this is 100% what you should be doing. So I found this website, and look
Can
at
I
the difference.
skip for
$159
fuck's sake?
a month. I thought this was the best price I could find.
Subnautica 2, Subnautica 3, Subnautica 4. The base game will never get old. Welcome back to Subnautica. I've got some really cool stuff to show you because I was just given the biggest surprise ever. We'll also go into what that is in a moment. And also
What the
that.
fuck is that?
And ignore that because I forgot this save had that. I was using that for something. But you can ignore it. That's just the Colossal Leviathan. Nothing to be scared about. At the end of this video, I'm going to touch base on
this
something
is
a little
Subnautica
bit more
2. Never
serious
mind.
that would sour the mood of the video, I feel, if I started with it. It's probably going to piss a lot of people off because it kind of makes me mad. But we will talk about that when we talk about it. We've got a couple things to check out. So like I was saying, the developers of the Red Plague sent over something to me, and they were like, hey, we got this done. You didn't know we were working.
I thought this was going to be about Subnautica 2. I was more interested in that. Legends of Avantris? What is Legends of Avantris? Or Tris? I don't even know how to pronounce anything. Okay, how about this one?
Forget about the teeth, forget about the claws, forget about the tails that could level skyscrapers in a single swipe. None of that is actually the most dangerous thing about Pacific Rim's kaiju. The most dangerous thing about a kaiju is the stuff running through its veins.
Don't know
the
what you
glowing
grew up
neon
watching.
blue chemical nightmare that we call
You grew up
kaiju
watching
blue.
Naruto,
And it doesn't
Ben
care whether
10.
you're an enemy soldier, a
Actually-
civilian standing 3 blocks away, or a Jaeger pilot who just saved the city. Because here's the brutal irony at the heart of the entire Pacific Rim universe. Every time human...
On YouTube, I mean... Let's see. What I used to watch on YouTube. I have no idea. I can't remember exactly. They're a group of players who play D&D and they're hilarious. I don't even think I don't really look, these are the people I follow and they're like I used to watch a lot of like art videos and well, random videos of shit. Sandy Zebra, Wild Such Gaming. Oh, actually, since you said you want to see what I used to watch, I watched this channel religiously. Like I watched every single video on this channel. So this is a channel I always watch, like every single time. Is this what you want to watch? Is this what you want to see me watching? Are you serious? Alright, fine. Okay. Let me see. What will be interesting here? I'll go with this one.
Hey, Mike, what is that?
That's Iron Beam, your go-to place.
For longtime viewers of this channel, you probably know I will make up any excuse to just randomly return to Dead Space because it is the most alpha Chad of games.
I
Get
love
logged
this
on.
this
I don't know
channel
what I'm even
so
saying
much.
Anymore. We know this, Roanoke, I can hear you saying, but what could there possibly be left? I've done my grieving already, don't give me hope. Well, first, I have noticed something about Dead Space for several years. It's always been in the back of my head, whispering to me about symbols and what if we actually see
You want me to
things
turn
in
it
Dead
up or
Space
you want me to
3 that
turn
are
it
not
down?
real? And I'm about to drop a truth bomb because I looked it up and I have legitimately never seen anyone reference this point or talk much about it. By that I mean nobody has talked about it, at least as far as I'm aware. I could be mistaken or I could have missed some obscure chat room, but I really think it's actually possible that the game gives you clues to this actually being the case. So prepare for me to sound like your 8th grade English teacher talking about how blue curtains meant in a story something else was going on, because we're just going to straight up dive into this one, mostly for fun, since YouTube is absolutely throttling my videos for 72 hours and makes them DOA once they exit those 72 hours. Absolute classic. Love that, YouTube. In fact, actually confirmed the algorithm has changed as of May.
You
Running a
have
test
there.
to see if the
This is my
auto-dubbing
favorite
of my
YouTuber
videos
of
is
all
actually
times. Like
causing issues.
I
Don't know. Anyways,
there's so
to
many
begin with,
YouTube
there may
videos
be
I've
people here
seen,
who
but like
aren't
I have
familiar with Dead
watched
Space, as
almost
maybe
every
some
single
others
one of his
are
videos
very clearly going to be
so many
familiar with it
times.
if you watch this
Like
channel
I will
for any
put
amount
them
of
on
time.
repeat
First,
just to be
this whole
doing
channel
anything.
is technically built on the flood from Halo, kicking off my fascination with microbiology as I became a scientist later on. Then I ended up having to do this job because I couldn't afford student loans on a scientist's salary. Sort of ironic. Most of my fault for talking to women in college when I should have been studying. Regardless, I am not sure I can ever truly let Dead Space die, but there are some conflicting ideas that seem to present themselves when you actually reach Tal Volantis if you know exactly where to look. But let's first catch people up on a quick rundown of events and the neurology behind the actual
He
infection,
does. He
because
does
it's
have a
not just
second channel.
energy,
He
but
has
warped
like
microbes as
another
well.
channel for like
It is good to be back.
spooky
Around 66
stories,
million
kind of.
years ago, the dinosaurs were seemingly
I
in an
haven't
absolute and
seen
complete
those
harmony
ones
with the
yet.
planet. Some catastrophe
I'm
would
more
take
interested
place,
in the
animals alive at that
biology
time
and
would be
like the
knocked back on their
scary,
heels,
spooky,
and they would
weird
evolve to
stuff
come back as is
than
standard with
than
living
those
on a planet,
stories.
sunrise, sunset. However, one day a new threat would emerge. It was a mouse. Well, not really a mouse, actually. Bracillodon quadrangularis.
That's the video.
These
It
were
probably
the first
is.
mammals to exist, as they would scurry underfoot, just trying to survive anywhere that they possibly could. Back to our 66 million years ago, because clearly mammals were actually around way before that, a point of light would appear in the sky over Earth. This would be an asteroid that would then put the final nail in the coffin for the dinosaurs. As it impacted, the atmosphere would literally be set on fire in some areas as the planet burned and all larger animals would succumb. Mammals in their burrows underground would survive the hellscape above, or at least some of them would, as they would emerge later to a world completely changed in more ways than one. First, most if not all of their predators in the immediate area were gone. Second, the vegetation would be
got to be
annihilated, but to a
painful.
degree, there would still be roots and burnt carcasses in which to consume. And third, unbeknownst to anything at that time and far into the future, the world was infected by a signal. As the asteroid impacted the Yucatan Peninsula, a clear but deliberate signal would be sent out from the rock itself, as it contained something that would allegedly bring about the extinction of humanity on Earth. It is unknown if this did actually happen or not, because possibly none of this even
That's
happened in the first
disgusting.
place, which
I
we will
don't
talk
like it.
about momentarily.
Is
As
it?
the signal was sent out, eventually a form of mammal would come about from the long lineages, which would become man. This is one of the main examples of planetary farming. Standardly, it appears as though animals will establish an equilibrium with their ecosystem around them. However, with man, this was never the goal, nor even something we really even regarded as a problem. More of an idea of the stars are ours as we would expand out, knowing that Earth would not be enough. Naturally, we would begin kind of using up the planet's resources slowly at first, but as the Industrial Revolution was underway,
What do you
it would
mean
become
I'm a
apparent
lore
we needed
nerd?
more
I mean,
energy.
kind of,
A
yes.
population explosion would follow. This
It
boom
kind of is
technology
one of
as
the
we
reasons
would
I know so
climb the
much about
technological
certain
tiers
lore.
of the universe. Eventually, this would take us to the
Everything
moon,
I
where
know
we'd come
about
in peace
Dead
at
Space
first
is because of
as
this
more of an
guy.
exploration type of deal.
Everything
but
I know
this
about
was
Dead
not
Space,
to last.
Left
In
4
fact,
Dead.
I've been on YouTube for so long that when I started my career, the idea of a moon base was something we wondered if maybe could ever really seemingly be done, as nothing was in the works. Well, with the Artemis program officially
What do you
starting
mean?
as of last month, its ultimate goal is to put a moon base on the moon full time. If that is successful,
I don't
you better
get
believe
waiting
mining
for a lore.
corporations are being sent up next because it is known that the moon has plenty of resources. Guess what
Wait,
comes
why
after
do you say
that?
it like it's a bad
Probably
thing?
another population explosion. As the humans of Dead Space and in the Dead Space
I do
universe expanded
not
outwards into the
prove
solar
it.
system, more and more colonies would be established, along with more and more mining opportunities for the continuation of humanity. This hunger to expand and consume is not by chance. Within that asteroid strike in the crater,
How do
well
you know
below
I'm
the crater,
celibate?
actually, existed a piece of alien technology known as the
Oh,
Black Marker.
go
The Black
away.
Marker emits a signal, I guess not to be violent and aggressive, maybe as the subsequent red markers are,
How
and
did
humanity would attempt to
there's
remake these
not.
later. What this signal would be interpreted as is just energy, free energy. There's no free lunches in the world, by the way.
There
This
is
energy,
not
given
a-
our species
I am not
needs to
drooling,
consume things,
okay?
would appear near infinite, which is exactly as designed by the Brotherhood
I've
Moons.
only
Their
been
entire
like
purpose
a
is to
lore
affect a
junkie when it
species in
comes
such a
to
way
like you've only
that they are really
seen
just
me
mini-me's of the
be
moons
like
themselves,
lore
driven by the needs to
insane with
consume and expand.
with
Eventually, the Black Marker
what's it
would
called?
be discovered
With
by a man
Warhammer.
named
That's
Michael
the only
Altman.
one
In
you've
2214,
you've
he would
seen
make
me
the discovery
behave
buried
like
under the
this
impact crater in
towards.
the Yucatan Peninsula,
You've not
along
even
with a
seen me
few
with
other
any
government
other
personnel.
lore.
Interestingly, the people who lived in this area would actually wrap their arms in a way that would become the Church of Unitology's way of wrapping their arms as well. And this would actually form the shape of the marker. It should also be known, hallucinations, demons, aliens, everything that your brain could think of to be scared of, it was seen
Okay,
for
you
thousands
know,
of years by
tell
those
me
who lived
when
near the
I
marker
actually
itself.
did this. Like,
In fact,
give
it's been
me
a while,
proof.
but I've actually done videos
Tell me when
on
I did this
why they
and
were
what
able to
lore
survive
was
in this
it.
area exposed to the marker, and it all comes back down to just kind of resilience of the brain. It is at some point someone is going to actually comment, so I'll beat them to it. This is from the wiki, as it succinctly tells you how all of this went down. So we're gonna read off that for a second. But realizing the power of the marker, and with the belief that the government was planning on covering up entirely, Altman escaped from the ocean facility and made a public announcement about the marker during a press conference.
Hey y'all, no clever segue today. It's just me, your favorite cult leader. Which reminds me,
Space,
I'm here to talk about your car's extender.
But first, this episode is sponsored by
no,
Raycon. Are you ready to have
that's
music
a
literally
lie.
blasted through the bones of your skull to conduct
That's a
sound
flipping
waves?
lie.
The bone conduction headphones are the perfect addition to your fitness routine. Go to buyraycon.com/RoanokeBC to get 15% off. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring. Recently, as of 5 months ago, running the runs to the purely to use them when I'm lit and I love where to get 15.
Whoa.
God damn it.
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. 10% off today. He confessed to not knowing exactly what its purpose was. After this announcement, Altman was apprehended and brought back to the research facility, where he soon bore witness to a necromorph outbreak that ravaged the compound and killed most of the staff. Though Altman managed to escape the outbreak and the sinking facility, he was captured by Markov as well as Stevens.
Actually,
the
I have
psychologist
another
who had been
one,
working
another
alongside him.
lore
Stevens and
that I
Markov
watched
revealed themselves to
regarding
be
like
believers in the
Space
marker's
Marine.
ability to create eternal
God, I
life,
love it.
and in its
It's
supposedly benevolent
so
intention
so
of
good.
leading humanity to convergence. As the two men needed a way to get the
Hey, what
rest of the
videos
world
do you
to share
actually
this
watch? Let
faith,
me.
they
I want to
decided
see
use
what
Altman's
videos
death
you watch.
and
You said you would
apparent
tell me
martyrdom to
what videos
found
you
a
watch,
new
so I'm
religion
curious.
that would prepare mankind for the coming convergence. Stevens and Markov ultimately murdered Altman before beginning to publicly pose as his acolytes, leading the public to actually found the Church of Unitology in his name, despite the government's efforts to cover up the entire disaster. Now, you may be thinking, A, that's terrible, literally fighting against something and then seeing the horrors of it, only become the one guy they attribute it to. I mean, dang, bro, that sucks. And B, their leap of aggression. The thing to remember about the marker is it orchestrates all of this. It creates realities in people's heads, whether they know it or not. And what's worse, it seems to make them seem like a good idea. The convergence event is nothing more than creating a species-consuming meatball in the sky that seemingly knows everything that species does, which doesn't bode.
Did I even? Did I even like copy the right thing? Okay, this one, right? And that's the video you should search for, part 1. So this one. Alright.
Hello everyone, my name's KWire Speedy, and today we're taking a
I
look
feel
at
like
the
I've seen this
perplexing
guy
enigma
before.
that is Sidearms for a Reason. This is part 1 of a 3-part series in which we analyze some of the crazy times and the wild moments Sidearms gave us in the realm of gaming. I would like to give a big shout out to Sidearms for being so intriguing. Make sure you guys check out his Twitch and his YouTube channel, linked in the description below. I would also like to thank The Appreciator for editing today's video. And last but not least, I would like to thank My Wet Mouth for narrating today's video. I hope you guys enjoy.
How about that Isabella from Animal Crossing, guys?
What about her, Zed?
Would you?
Would
6, 9, 6, 7.
I've never wanted to fuck a dog.
Oh, no, he did not. Oh, let's go see if he's done wilding the fuck out.
I've been busting inside of Isabella's tight dog pussy.
Oh! Oh!
Skip if you're a champion. Skip if you're a champion.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Sidearms is the bad player.
Oh, I'm super chill.
Yeah, side cannot be bad. Side cannot be bad.
Is this the video? This is the video you wanted me to play, right?
Might be executioner.
Executioner.
All because my dick doesn't work. It doesn't.
What the fuck?
Oh shit.
Skip, please.
He's 100% bad.
Skip for the
I can't believe him. I can't believe you. I'm blowing my mayor votes. I'm blowing my mayor votes all on Tay.
Number 1 time Sidearms wild out. It's right there.
I just want to know what happened. Why is your dick not?
You're an
work so good?
executioner.
So, like, wait, so how does the Bukkake look if your dick doesn't work?
I lied about mayor.
He can't get it up.
They're the only two that can be bad. They're the only two that can be bad.
You? Humor? You have humor? I don't see nothing.
Let him hang, get it? Let him hang.
Cruz, what the fuck is wrong, my friend?
I don't know.
Why is he bringing up his ED? I don't even think he has it.
Imagine I go out to bars, which I've never been to a bar in my life, and I'm like, hey babe, you wanna come back home? This is alternate universe, by the way, and we get there. She takes off my shirt and she sees my Naruto tattoo on my stomach, the seal that Minato made. And then she's like, "Oh my god, I love Naruto. Well, I can cosplay Sasuke if you want." And I get the biggest boner ever.
Yeah, sure. I've never laughed at your jokes.
My question is,
what's so freaking funny?
31 million
alternate universe. Why can't you just ask?
I don't know what to do to grow my YouTube channel. I want to grow it.
Sasuke cosplay.
I have like ideas for like YouTube videos to make, but like just to put into like a video is my problem.
I get the biggest boner F. I don't know anymore, Shadow. I don't know, bro. Venonet! He just goes back to saying Venonet, bro.
Get exclusive
I
Mortal
hate
Kombat
these ads.
2 wallpapers for your PC.
You can farm a lot of
with Bing.
content off of me? How?
Choose your fighter. New wallpapers daily.
So
How exactly will I farm content off of
I
you?
have a question for the girls, okay?
Oh god.
Do girls prefer
Really?
girl
Are you funny?
gynecologists?
Are you funny, Chompy?
I would assume so, right? Like, I feel like it'd be weird to have a guy look at my pussy.
Why are you gonna say it like that? Why are you gonna say it like that? You said it like you have a pussy. Why are you gonna do that, bro?
There's less than an hour left in
Yeah, I
International
think
Women's
your
Day.
brain
And he's
is
actually-
very. Actually, is it
It's
smooth
the
or
way you
very
worded
smooth?
it.
I think your brain is
Everything,
smooth.
the part where it comes out of your mouth. Everything from the start to the finish.
There's nothing wrong with what I asked, okay? It's all good.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Like, picture this, okay? Picture this. So you go in, there's like this hot guy,
I'm
and then
canceling
like
you twice.
okay. Never mind.
It's still talking.
Does it read chat?
Anyway,
They are kind of funny.
Let me protect you.
Let me know what you need.
What is it? What does
Just a
it
finger.
mean?
Don't.
What happened?
Just don't.
Wait, which yeah.
You know, if she's not doing it for you, just stick a finger in your
I
ass.
feel like I might end up wanting to kill chat
Simulate your
because all you guys are gonna just keep trolling me.
My Among Us.
You guys are gonna just
Oh my god.
troll me into infinity, and I would just be like, can I just strangle you guys for a second?
Ryan, can I work with
Oh no.
Platypus? Very the platypus.
Yeah, no. Why did you almost send me out?
Where's Cider?
The thing, I've never tried it, but I kind of want to. You know, it doesn't seem like it's that bad.
Bruh.
Side favorite quote, go.
Favorite quote?
Yep.
You cook once, you're not a chef. So you fuck a horse once, and you're a horse fucker for the rest of your life.
But that is a very interesting.
That was deep.
I know,
That is a
right?
very
Not fair.
interesting sentence.
It's so fucking true though. When you really think about it, it's kind of fucked.
I hate it, bro. Hey, did you? Maybe hold on. I'm gonna go to the corner.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to hear this.
So, I
Doesn't
don't know
really
if
is
this
much
true, but
worse.
someone in my chat earlier said that
How can it be any
have
worse
sex,
than this?
you burn as many calories as you do like for an 8-mile run. Like, who the hell can run 8 miles in 30 seconds?
Oh my god.
Hey, what's up, guy?
I don't think it's an 8-mile run. Maybe like an 8-yard run. We got the arms. We got the bottoms.
You guys all are
Oh,
there?
you were that.
I haven't went to the corner.
30 seconds though. That's not bad. It's not bad side. You know.
Marathon man over here, Bowders. Congrats.
Yeah, you know. I mean, is it 30? Like, well, I mean, the question is 30 seconds for her too? Like, hell yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, she can go to the shower afterwards.
Him for
Oh, him side. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, then it should be easier for you, right? Then it should be able to. I bet it could do it in 30 seconds, though. Like, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Sorry, we should get one of those massage guns and see if it does it for you in 30 seconds.
Dude, that's what it looks like, right?
Yeah, you know which ones I'm talking about? Those like ones for your legs and shit. Yeah, we've all thought about it.
We've also
We've all thought about it.
Wait, are you talking about the one that like
The massage guns. Yeah, the punchy ones.
Yeah.
What would you do with that? That's what?
I wouldn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my god.
We've all thought about it.
We've all
We all need to get out of this corner. This corner needs to be disbanded.
Like whenever your controller vibrates, you know?
The best time for a lobby to quit, bro.
Pussy part.
Another one's pushing up.
That's my fault. I fucked up there.
One's coming into our spawn. Another one in our spawn.
That's just you and 69.
Cool.
Do you know the gas grenade? What if when a girl queefed from her pussy that it made that like much gas? That would be.
Alright, let's just mute side for a few minutes.
My brain hurts.
I just want Amber Heard to shit on my bed.
What the fuck?
What did he say?
I don't think he's lying either. I think he would like that.
No, sweetie, let me ask you this. You're a dude. You're in Mexico by yourself. Puerto Vallarta. There's a seat next to you, completely empty, but there's also tons of seats empty. This Super hot fight. Amber Heard walks in.
Jesus Christ,
my
there's
God,
women in this
no.
world that are not Amber Heard. Okay? So there's other attractive women that aren't Amber Heard, so.
Amber Heard has
No,
been
it's not
sacking
the
Abe.
Amber Heard. It's just a lady named Amber Heard.
So do you need to give up this Amber Heard thing you have, bro? I seriously, I don't
It's
understand
a problem. It's a problem,
I
though.
actually wonder
I don't know
what
what's wrong
she's
with me.
even doing right
It's just
now.
you bring her
Like,
up every
how
day.
is-
You're like, yeah, she's hot.
What
I
is
don't care.
her
She
life
shits in my
right
bed.
now?
Like it's every day, bro. Alright, so I'm back. If you guys want to stay out there and fight for it, fight for what you want in this world, you know.
Okay, blowjob.
Bro, you can't make me laugh like that.
Fuck.
That's what you think life is worth fighting for, bro.
The guys in the video seem like they really like it.
The gold is real, but so is the danger.
What danger is here? The hell?
Glittering handfuls.
Oh! $37.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's a lot of gold.
Huh?
Yeah, if you guys could eat a Pokemon, what would you choose? Or eat a byproduct from a Pokemon? Like if you wanted to eat an egg that a Magikarp crapped out of its ass, which would be weird, but yeah, what would you choose?
Serena's
Rock and
shit.
Okay. Oh my god.
Rock'n'rolla.
That was so predetermined, Shadow. It was like it was in the script.
I would eat
What
love.
is YouTube's
I would eat
ad?
love
I
bunny's
do
pussy.
not want to pay for YouTube. They keep sending me like, do I want to go into YouTube? Is it YouTube Plus or YouTube Premium? I don't know.
I wanna
They keep
see Giga
sending it
Chad's
to me
penis.
every single time. I'm like, nope.
I bet it's huge.
Go away.
Yep,
Nope.
Oh, he's muscular as fuck, huh?
I know. I bet his dick is super veiny. That sounds awesome.
You think his tip is the shape of his chin?
Something like the Rock's dick. Like, imagine saying the Rock's penis. That would be fucking
I feel
awesome.
like that would be like one of the 7 wonders of the world.
I would never do that!
Alright.
Literally in front of like 20 people? Oh my gosh, hey!
I want to throw
I
sidearms.
swear I saw lunge.
Oh.
Hey!
I mean, someone definitely did lunch, but he was not my medic. I think he was lying about being medic. I have no idea. I didn't.
Wait, so
see
Tate,
him
what's
kill.
your question? I think
you
you've killed me.
Do you have the shield or no?
You use YouTube on comment. You never get ads.
I can't lunge.
A veteran can lunge.
I only roll.
Oh, you won't get it though.
You
because
like
the eyeball
have
side, the way
like
it
a
works.
VPN or something?
Yeah, you have to pay.
Or an ad blocker on your Chrome.
Only thing I'm gonna pay is a hooker for blood.
Wow, bro.
What?
Life's that bad, huh?
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding, guys.
I don't believe you're kidding.
I have a girlfriend. Wait, it's actually 20. What the fuck? I thought you guys were
no
kidding.
ad blocker?
I thought you guys were kidding.
You're
I
so
thought you-
lucky.
You guys think that we can get away
I'm
with
going to try
asking
it.
the Supreme Court to ban breast reductions? Why not? Yeah. 'Cause
I have
what's
one
the
to
point?
Fuck, dude. What the fuck is wrong with this kid? Hello again, everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this roller coaster of a video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys subscribe to Sidearms on YouTube and sub to me too. And I hope you guys also follow Sidearms on Twitch and follow me over there too, guys. And we'll see you guys again for
This
part
is a
2 and part
silly
3
video.
of this epic 3-part series of Sidearms being a little wild in the video game realm. Have a great day, everyone.
This
and
is from
take
how
care.
many years ago, actually? Hold on. What's the latest one he has? Oh, okay. I want to see this one. No, I don't want to see him stream like an hour. And he doesn't have a shorter one. Ugh. Fine. I'll see this.
Welcome to the Google Career Certificate, focused on cybersecurity. Throughout this program, you'll gain hands-on practice with detecting and responding to attacks.
Bro, this game's got some good music. This is some good stuff. Welcome back to Subnautica 2. This is gonna be awesome. We're gonna be playing some more co-op multiplayer today. We got a squad of 4, the same squad as last time. And yes, we did play this one time prior. If you guys missed it, it's available in the live tab on my YouTube channel. We're hopping back in. We're gonna be collecting all this stuff. I read your comments, okay? I read your comments.
So you don't want to get spoiled for Subnautica, is that what you're saying, Chompy? saying. Roger, is there any video that you probably want to see? Or you want me to see? It's early access. It can't be that bad. Well, he just doesn't want to get spoiled. He doesn't want to get any spoilers. Wait a minute. You don't even have a console or anything. How to Monster Hunter World? Okay. This is a freaking board game? I'm sorry. The duck. I find it funny. It's the first video that pops up 5 years ago. A duck with green hair is crazy.
Okay, he's not aggroing on me, but it definitely feels like he's aggroing on me. Oh my god, what?
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm feeling pretty dead right about now.
Dave, go!
Oh my god. Hey.
This makes me want to go play World again. But I want to get a different controller.
Monster Hunter is an absolute masterpiece of a game. Finally, a video game where I can beat my meat in front of animals without having to make an awkward twitlonger about it. It's got one of my favorite combat systems of all time. The armor and weapon designs are some of the best in the business, but it's bogged down by some completely whack design decisions. Who's the brainiac at Capcom that decided cutscenes should be unskippable? And they're like, bad. I actually can't see in this cutscene because my guy's armor is so fucking massive. Big Chungus in the house.
Holy Jesus Christ.
Nitpicks aside, I love this series. I've been playing it since Monster Hunter Freedom 2, and I'm so happy that I can finally play it without turning my head.
Hold up. Alright, fine, I guess.
And into a pretzel, but let's get down to business. What do you do in Monster Hunter? The first hurdle you'll have to get through, besides the character creator, the cat creator, the fucking unskippable cutscenes again, and the fact that navigating the ancient forest is like trying to escape the Sky Williams house, is the combat. If you're new to the game, you might dismiss it as feeling clunky, and if you're a Twitch streamer, you might hate the thought of commitment. That's why I always give new players the same piece of advice. Fuck the quests, fuck the monsters, fuck everything. You go to your training room and you beat the ever-living shit out of this log until you find something that gels with you. There are 14 different weapons. All of them are completely different and each of them come packed with multiple playstyles, but they're pretty straightforward. Great sword, slow-ass hits, big-ass numbers. Got it.
Great
The
sword is
bow,
the best.
ranged attacks, but you're built like a Smash player. Gotcha. Dual blades. Small baby hits, small milky numbers. Not really my style. The Charge Blade. Charge Blade's actually pretty easy. So how it works is you have two modes, the Sword and Shield mode and the Axe mode. If you want to actually take full advantage of the Axe mode, you have to charge your files again by switching. If you'd rather use Axe mode on the other hand, those Hammer goes bonk. This is the part of the video where door number 2 opens, and I admit that everything I've said up until now has been a big fat fucking lie. This isn't Monster Hunter, it's Menu Hunter. Most of your playtime is realistically gonna boil down to making spreadsheets to figure out how to slaughter this innocent animal in the most efficient way possible. When the Super Best Friends made a series on Monster Hunter, they released 3 separate 40-minute videos. Most of it, and by that I mean an hour and a half, was Pat and Wooly yelling about numbers. And that's a pretty accurate depiction of what your playtime's gonna be like. It's gonna be a little bit of Cabela's Big Game Hunt, but mostly CoolMathGames.com. Capcom's really banking on you liking this part of the game, because if you don't, you'll end up doing no damage, or you'll become one of the Reddit virgins that thinks a mega endgame Black Dragon shouldn't be hard? Oh, and while you're there, do yourself a favor and don't start arguing about meta sets, because that shit gets pretty violent.
Dave, what's better? Full Safi or Elatrion Safi? It's definitely full Safi, like 100%.
No, but Elatrion gives you like the same element, but like more defense though.
No, dude, like it's definitely full Safi, like 100%.
No,
like, I know it.
Introducing Iron Beam, a bright choice for futures trading. Iron Beam is an industry-leading broker catering to traders worldwide. With 24-hour live support and the free Iron Beam platform, you can trade the most popular and liquid future contracts anywhere and from any device.
Can I skip this,
With
please?
Dude, I've done this like a million
No,
times.
like, honestly, in World it was just so insane.
This game's skill ceiling is so high it makes Smash
And
Ultimate
I
look like
love
Melee.
World.
There
I
is a
loved World
shitload
so
of tech
much.
that the game never tells you about. Did you know that you can do 2 elemental discharges with a switch axe by clutch clawing after a mount attack? You
Really?
can tackle through roars with a greatsword. You can speed up the quest board animation by holding R1. You can make a weapon that isn't a longsword. I mean, fuck, even arm wrestling has tech. On a controller, you can hit the circle button and left mouse click at the same time, and you'll get double the inputs.
Are you serious?
That one might actually count as cheating, but what's the difference?
Who cares?
Right, who are we kidding?
I
Get
don't
over here.
fucking
Let's settle
care.
this like men. If I win, Safi Elatrion's better.
You know what? I'm good. I don't really want to play.
I thought you were gonna say, you know what? I'm cheating.
I'm about to cheat. Which button is it?
I hear you, motherfucker.
Nah, I'm not cheating. I'm not cheating.
I can hear it.
Oh, man.
And then all of these mechanics combined are accompanied by brilliantly paced power escalation. You start the game off by beating the fuck out of some lizards that are basically lining up to be murdered, and then you fight their dad, who's pretty much a big punching bag, but he can hit you back. And then you fight Godzilla, who uses the lizard dad like a fucking chew toy, and then launches
Wait,
him at
what?
you, and then you fight a funny
Wait, if I do
monkey.
what on stream? Oh. Oh, you don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare.
And I'm not here to lie to you, man. This game is
I am
hard.
going to do it.
Like,
Okay.
really hard.
You learn
These
something
late
new
game
every
monsters
day. I
will
am
kick
so
your
doing
ass, and some of them might even seem impossible. They
I
feel
know
like
it's the arm
walls
wrestling you're saying, but I am
designed to
definitely gonna do it.
completely
And you're
break
gonna
down your
say
sanity.
absolutely nothing.
But eventually, after what feels like 40 attempts, you'll finally take down that big fucking monkey.
It
And
took
then
me
you realize you actually
forever.
need 10 gorilla
It
ass
took
cheeks
me
to make your new favorite hat,
forever
so you
to
fight him
get
again.
This monkey.
every time you
in
kill him,
World, I
your
wanted
hunt
to
will
pull
be
my
faster
hair out.
and
I will not
faster
lose to you, Chunky.
and faster. And that's not because your number's getting bigger, my friend. It's you, as a hunter, who's getting better. Every time you fight a monster again, you are subconsciously internalizing and learning his moveset. And sooner or later,
I am
you'll know
not
his
losing to
patterns like
nobody.
the back of your hand, and he will be your bitch. And that's what I fucking love about this game, man.
Yeah, good for you.
First of all, this fucking music. But what really keeps me coming back is that special feeling you get when you finally master a fight.
We're gonna call it credits back to back. Chompy. Shut up. Just shush. Okay?
When he does his spin move, he always takes a breather, which means I can probably get a wallbang in. Oh, hitting Devil John here always knocks him out. Oh, Nurg's spikes will shoot out of the hand that he raises higher. Oh, this fight is fucking terrible. Oh, my friend thinks he's fucking funny.
What's so funny?
Love it.
What?
I'm running a little bit for now.
And he's booling.
We can drop crystals on him here and get him to fight rats. Oh, or you could run into him. Bomb. He ran into the goo like a dumbass.
That one shots?
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
Oh, you're
Dave, I
so
learned
dead.
How to play Soul Calibur. Dude, I
Oh,
can't
you're so.
heal.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
How did you live?
I've been... Dude, I've been spamming a max potion this whole time. I'm dead.
Ooh, very nice.
Got that ass.
Oh, he about to get the fucking squirrel. Son of a bitch. No, I don't want to eat a steak. I'm literally going to stand in it. I want to see how bad. Yeah, you heard me. Bring it, motherfucker.
No?
Yeah, fuck
No.
you.
Are you serious?
Oh! Did you carve the tail, Sheena?
Did it tail?
Yeah, I got it.
What is it?
Right here. It's
Oh,
chunky.
it looks like a rock.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus!
I've been duped. I'll convince you to buy this game right now. Look at this. I'm gonna feed my monkey.
I'm gonna beat the fuck out of your monkey.
Whoa, I thought it was about...
No! Stop!
Get what you fucking deserve! Oh! Oh no.
I can heal you.
I might be stunned. I'm stunned. Oh my god. Get me out of here. No! Oh!
I got you.
It's illegal to drive without car insurance in almost every US state, but there's one thing you could try pretty much any time if you want to save money. So I found this website, and look at the difference.
Oh my
$159 a month. I thought this was the best price.
Skip.
And this is what the end game's like.
How does it look like a freaking knight? I know, right? Those ads are so annoying. Alatreon, my nemesis. I still prefer Alatreon over that flipping clanker.
Jesus, I need a heal.
Maybe a little too loud.
What is that?
Oh god, no.
Okay.
It's not a fun fight.
What the fuck?
It's I have beat I have beat Alatreon with people. I have never beaten Alatreon and Fatalis and Sakugiva on my own. God, I am so mad. I am so mad.
And defeat the undefeatable.
Proud nerf Alatreon Hunter. Well,
And then you still don't get the fucking item you need because this game is fucking stupid. Fuck this. I'm doing get quests.
Oh
I'm gonna kill myself.
Pisses you off.
Thank you
in
so much
such
for watching,
a way
guys. As
that
usual,
makes
I'd like
no
to thank
sense.
my patrons, which include Chef Boyardee, Papa John's, Madame Tussauds, you know, all the pasta people. They really helped me out with this one. And what the fuck was that? Who was that guy? I have no idea.
What if I told you that there was a genre of game, I know, very hard to believe, entirely revolving around the premise of beating up random animals with comically oversized hammers and machine guns. A game genre containing incredibly complex progression that is slightly too specific at times, a wide selection of weapons ranging from the man-sized revolvers to the literal chainsaw, the ability to play as Akuma from Street Fighter for some reason despite the notable lack of streets, and the capability to see the gigantic oncoming lightning Tyrannosaurus and then decide that you want to parry it. Oh my god, free dopamine! You would probably respond with a great deal of enthusiasm, and I would probably respond by telling you that there is exactly one game series in the autism extinction genre, and I sincerely hope that your computer can actually render it. Monster Hunter Wilds Animal Cruelty Edition is a very complicated game to explain, both in a mechanical sense as well as a moral and ethical one. So I will summarize any hangups regarding the maltreatment of various vertebrates with the assurance that life always finds a way. And so will my comically oversized gun, finding its way directly into this white devil's occipital lobe. In this game, we play as the mysterious, unthinking pestilence known as the human race, seeking out every variety of amazing and charismatic megafauna with the ultimate goal of gaining a newfound respect for the color of their insides and peacefully relocating them directly into the pit of hell where they belong, taking place in the hostile and chaotic wasteland of the outside world. We will have to brave great fires, momentous floods, lightning storms, and an utterly insane amount of GPU load, all for the privilege of destroying the local environment as much as humanly possible. Along the way, overcoming many varieties of terrifying creatures unknown to God, ranging from the gigantic living police taser to the exploding dragon that is made out of Elmer's glue.
Yeah,
And yes, unfortunately, I do have to be the bearer of bad news when I say that nobody cares about the story of this game because they are too busy wondering what the inside of a saltwater crocodile looks like. So I will be summarizing the entire plot of this philosophical masterpiece by saying that it is the story of Pinocchio devouring thousands of bodies so he can finally finally become a real boy and finally experience real pain. No, you don't understand. He just wants to be a real boy. He just wants to live.
Is the only reason why I did not like
I'm getting a little bit theatrical here, but the game is about beating up animals with random Japanese people, so let's just begin from the starting. So first of all, because I know it's going to be a big point of contention, yes, Monster Hunter Wilds will feature monsters in it. Monsters who only play a small part in a large and delicately balanced ecosystem, shaped by millions of years of evolution, which unfortunately did not factor in that a bunch of random bald chimpanzees would eventually figure out how to sharpen rocks. So that situation is going to be changing soon. And if the game simply has to have monsters in it, they might as well be dead.
With Base 44,
what the hell?
A simple sentence becomes your website.
But to peacefully relocate such charismatic megafauna onto my face and my cock, we have to first get into the mindset of our distant ancestors and tap into man's primordial instinct to kill every single animal that is larger than ourselves. You see, humans are what we call persistence hunters, which means that we kill by running down our prey for so long, it will beg us for death. And for reference, our closest competitors in a marathon are sled dogs and a horse. We run an annual marathon against horses, and sometimes the people win. So whenever you mount your gigantic bird that you cannot legally get a DUI on, I want you to think very hard about how we domesticated that shit, because it wasn't done by stopping and resting. Imagine for a moment that you are this gigantic rooster, and I am a ravenously hungry Filipino family. After a long and strenuous frontal lobotomy, you run away as far as you possibly can, with every single escape being a desperate sprint that takes the cumulative energy of 15 dead Aurochs. Meanwhile, the player is casually running an entire marathon by slamming down individual cabbages and using his sweat to radiate the heat equivalent of the fucking sun. Christ is alive on Earth and he is very hungry. And while we're on the topic of discussing biology, which this game treats as less of a suggestion and more like a restraining order, every monster in Wilds behaves and operates just like a real animal. Impressively stupid and incredibly likely to get shot by something. Oh my god. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Bro got hit with that Costco rotisserie chicken! Usually both at once. And just like real animals that breathe ice and have gigantic laser beams, these wonderful beasts are extremely territorial, even going so far as to pick random fights while you are in the process of killing them. We are trying to stab you! That is a completely unrelated animal! Every single time, without exception. They are not showing this shit on National Geographic, dude. This lightning lizard may be missing most of his tendons and probably half his skull, but by God, he is absolutely going for that shit. And honestly, at this point, I am pretty convinced that most of them don't even need to do this, because they're just in it for the love of the game. I was thinking I could play soon. You guys chill over there for now. I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. I need to drink. Bro's got beef with my chronic alcoholism. Oh my god, I just killed this. It's not yours. Wait, oh, I forgot to go. I gotta go. We fucking did it, guys. I want to thank everyone who gave their lives for my 3 Guardian Fulgur gems. These belligerent buffalo are also similar to their real-life counterparts in that each one has a natural habitat, 6 feet underneath the ground, with some residing in a multitude of unique environments, while others are severely endangered species whose endemic habitat consists entirely of a single room. Oh fuck, Ice Dragon's got hands.
Wait, oh, are you trapped, Max?
No, I'm actually doing pretty well right now. Thanks for asking, though.
Dude, this is like he builds like a fucking snow fort like Squidward.
Oh my fucking god, what is Squidward doing? Not that I had anything to do with that. Which, of course, begs the question, why is the pink gorilla, whose entire diet consists of mushrooms and honey, also found in the biological weapons repository? Congolalas be like, where are the hoes at? My brother in Christ, this is a nuclear weapons testing facility. There are no hoes here.
No, don't hurt him. He's just a boy. Leave him alone.
We will return to the subject at a different time. Also, did I mention that the monsters can vary in size a lot?
Yo, that is a... Look how big he is! Look how big he is!
Why is he so... Oh my god! Dude, he's getting mocked! You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. I'm really glad we can include a cock size comparison in this video. But on the subject of extremely funny animal abuse, you will notice that this game has a distinct lack of health
Leave him
because
alone.
the main way of keeping tabs on our prey is by judging how many times they have tried to escape us and by counting the amount of broken bones they have. Oh my god, left wing destroyed. I just really like the idea of like Ben Shapiro just getting on an airplane and screaming left wing destroyed and the fucking plane crashes. If the pilot doesn't show me his pronouns, I'm jumping off that fucking plane. Slowly and painfully torturing them to death over 20 miles until you decide to put them out of their misery. And those are the lucky ones. Because optionally, capturing the monsters for later use in my circus will always give us more body parts than skinning them, including but not limited to their skulls and limbs. The only logical conclusion being that every time we capture a monster, we are literally disassembling them. And the smarter the animal, the greater the agony it can feel when I capture its heart from its still living body. Do you know how much oil you can produce by pressing an Anjanath together? So aside from just the raw thrill of putting a living being through the process of sustained simian suffering, why do we even bother hunting the monsters? And what is there to gain besides the continued operation of my Chinese
I don't feel bad, but still,
course,
listening to the process of how we actually torture these
are like
monsters.
the uncanny valley of animals.
Actually, not that we torture them.
Their skulls out and wear them?
You know what? Never mind. I don't feel bad anymore.
I'm gonna fucking traumatize a child next Halloween. I'm gonna run up to them with this mask and be like, your mom is dead, you're in hell, your mom is dead, you're in hell. You see, the basic gameplay loop of Angry Birds is essentially to find new and amazing animals to turn inside out, and then fashioning yourself the perfect drip out of their intestines. Then use those intestines to hunt bigger and better monsters so we can further contribute to the endangered species list. Imagine for a moment that you and your friends are trying to build you a level 1 talisman of mushroom consumption, so you go and kill the giant farting monkey to put his teeth in it, when your friend tells you that he needs to build a rarity 6 Rathian bow, so he can later construct his level 8 Gugu Magaga dragon penetrator. So you go and kill both genders of that monster, and then another friend is like, hey, can we fuck up the lightning T-Rex while we're at it? I need to specifically cut out his nose bone 4 times to construct my Guardian Fulgur Anjanath Beta helmet. That way I can sync it with the skill I got from farming the cracked out nuclear dragon 30 times over. So you do that, and then the previous friend just goes like, never mind guys, we need to kill the evil ass metal lizard for my second hunting horn called Precipice Covira, so I can spend a grand total of 60 more seconds every hunt combining that with the fucking war bongos. And after about 40 more hours of this, you are officially fighting God, and you have every single hunting horn buff known to mankind.
Since you're already playing games anyway, why not earn some free
I am
rewards
about
while
to
you're
go
at
and
it?
see with how
All you
many
need to do is
ads I
download
keep
buff,
getting for
let
this.
it run in the background as you play, and just like that you'll start earning buff points.
That would be the intended experience. Therefore, one of the most important customization options in Barry Potter and the Sorcerer's Gun is the construction of a meticulously crafted build, containing within it the bones of an entire ecosystem, alongside a myriad of highly useful and effective skill builds, like the fast food build, the eating less build, the eating for free build, the grilling build. I don't know why so many of these are related to eating. The resistance to farting build, the shooting people build, just in case you are hunting in the streets, the bleed resistance build, when only one guy sometimes does bleed damage, the build where you do not hear things, the build where you do more damage as long as you are covered in soap, the build where you get resistance against impairments to mobility while in water, oil, silt, or streams, and lest we forget the mushroom consumption build, which is actually a really good skill to have if you can just memorize the exact buffs and utility of every single mushroom.
Max, you have to stop the mushroom bit. It's gone on far too long.
Shut up, it's good. I promise you it is good. You are going to feel so much pain when I am done tripping the fuck out. Speaking of eating material that we do not yet fully understand, as you can tell by the plethora of skills dedicated to it, eating in this game is considered a very important game mechanic. Not just for the skills they offer, but also for your basic biological functions. Your body is a helicopter powered by dead chickens, and you will be one-shot by one if you do not eat. So while you do have the option of making yourself a bespoke amalgamation of calories in which you disgustingly glaze a cabbage with honey and feed it to the void, we are going to be doing our best to have our meals made for us in frankly unnecessary detail the proper way. Delivered exclusively by sentient cats who are all forced to seek employment in my kitchens for company scrip. Racial segregation has never been so delicious. But by far my favorite tasting consumable for use in rapidly filling my stamina bar is a special item sold only in the description store called Gamer Sups Energy Drinks. Now officially and only drinkable using the limited edition Maxor Cup. Also officially and only spillable on the limited edition Maxor Mousepad. I will be checking your house for compliance. Because when making a high-quality and eloquently designed Maxor merchandise, I wanted to communicate exactly what it looks like when you edit videos for 10 hours a day and it slowly consumes your life, eventually eating away at all the silence and darkness in the world until your existence is naught but a broad streak of neon light. So for that specific reason, I made sure that the mousepad glows. And when I need
looking
to
for
negate the
you,
damage
I need to
sustained
go
by health
make.
bar,
I have to
drink
now
my
go make
Gamersoft's
food
energy
from
from
scratch.
the limited edition Maxor cup. Unlike some other products, you will be able to take it outside and show your family. So use code MAXOR with a 0 at the description store for money off my cup and giant-ass mousepad. Because much like the now extinct Chotacabra, once it is gone, it is never coming back. Also, did I mention that you can just casually begin eating and drinking directly in front of the monsters in this game? Okay, enjoy the fight, fellas. I've got some grilling to do.
I like it very much.
Max, you fucking grilling right now?
Yes. Glaze that shit. It is so delicious. You guys are doing great, by the way. It is so good, though. Anyways, back to the fight.
Oh, shit. I gotta eat. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
I hope the Dashguma doesn't give me the hots.
So about that. So now that we've covered your motivations and the highly particular meta progression of this game, this skill is giving me
have you even tried it?
+3
You know,
attack
you
when
might like it.
Yeah,
You haven't tried it yet.
What the
Why
fuck? We are
just
in the
toss
fucking
it aside without
explosion
even
chamber, my
trying
guy.
it?
We
Try
need
it
to go over
first,
exactly what
then
we're going to do with that skin
maybe then
and
you
the
can
best
hate it,
ways
but
that we can export
since you haven't tried
explosive
it,
warheads
don't
into
just-
monster
don't just
foreheads.
toss it aside.
Facilitating our builds using a vast array of armor sets with some of the most unhinged appearances that I have ever seen in a video game. Utterly convincing me that we are not merely taking the bodies of our victims, but also their very essence and immortal souls. Japan is basically what happens when you let the circus declare independence. What I am trying to lie about right now is that your appearance and dress is a very important part of this game, with a lot of options to pick from and an extremely in-depth character creator, which not only allows me, but encourages me to play the entire game as a sentient void, who has only known hunger and destruction for his entire eternal existence.
We don't mix sweets with
Jesus Christ, get this fucking thing away from me.
It's
As
mold?
well as enabling
Wait, what
some
is mold?
truly amazing
I like
crossovers.
either.
Mr. Squidward!
I mean, honey isn't like candy. I mean, you can make it into a candy, but like
Perhaps
honey
even
is
more important than our large selection
regarded
of
as just, like,
delightfully
food.
normal outfits
No.
is our choice of up to 14 ridiculously massive
I don't know.
weapons, all of
I'm
them
just saying no.
completely different from
Don't
each
make
other,
me.
like the light bow gun, or the heavy bow gun, or the bow, or the gun gun. And in order to better educate you on how to best inflict animal disassembly, I have taken it upon myself to learn every single weapon, a course of action which you will soon see I am going to sincerely regret. This list is 100% accurate, and you can watch it
I
in
would be
place of
happy
any
if I'm able
tutorial.
to like use every weapon in Monster Hunter Wild.
Wait, that's an attack! Sorry, Reese, I'm new to every weapon. The gun lance is the extremely slow, extremely defensive, and downright diabetic answer to the age-old question of license
You know,
and
maybe I should
registration.
use the
Because
gun.
the only people in
Maybe
this
not the
world that I
gun
can
lance, but
trust
maybe
are my
the
two
lance.
close
But then
friends,
again, I will
Smith
waste so much
and
time.
Wesson. Oh, look who fell asleep first at the sleepover.
Oh, sorry, I'm just scraping the serial number off my gun lance real quick.
Why?
I don't like my sauce having
unspecified
chocolate or like a
This
hint
weapon
of
is for
chocolate.
stupid people who don't want to
No,
build
if it's
stupid
sauce, let
things
it be
like
sauce. I don't
elemental
want it to be
damage or
sweet.
the entire endgame
The
weapon system.
sauce should just be
So you
sauce.
do
I don't
exactly
care.
one combo on this weapon, and if the monster slips on a banana peel, you will unfortunately be forced to euthanize it. The lance is like the gun lance if it was bigger than your entire character for some reason and did not have a gun, making this the perfect choice for a diagnosed schizophrenic. This weapon is for people who really, really do not want to get hit and would rather directly
is
face tank an
barbecue sauce?
entire laser beam or the
barbecue
fire
sauce
of a
is-
death god
I
rather than
don't
being
entirely
momentarily
like
exposed
barbecue
to
sauce
sentient
all
thought.
that much.
Coincidentally, the lance directly scales in its effectiveness based on how much crack the monster is doing, because the more damage that you can perfect guard, the more damage that you can deal. A utility that is extremely convenient when 90% of the monsters are all stupid and have 3 other hungry Chinese orphans to attack instead.
Wow.
Blocked them. The hammer is one of the most humane options in the entire game because it
How
is
is that
capable of
humane?
destroying the part of the monster's brain that can process pain, and
Okay,
is
fair
best
enough.
utilized when charging up gigantic attacks for absolutely longer than is reasonably necessary.
bombs?
Okay, so I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer. Okay, now I'm closer.
Oh my god!
As well as getting together with your friends to build a house in Minecraft. I'm hitting this motherfucker with that diamond pickaxe shit.
It really does look like it's fucking.
This game. You're not
Isn't
ready
this
for it.
EVE Online? Honestly, this is the most annoying game I've ever played in my entire life. I couldn't even get past, like, so much. I couldn't even get past, like, the beginning. Like, I was so confused, like, what in the world am I doing?
The Insect Glaive is a weapon
Are
that
you a
enables the
pineapple
player
pizza
to
person?
fly indefinitely.
You know what? I have
bypassing the
tried
majority
pineapple
of
pizza
attacks
and I don't
intended
mind
design
it.
of this game, as well as sporting
With
a
different weapons or
gigantic bee that
something?
you can tie C4 high explosives to.
It's
and
how
throw
to
directly
parry
into
a
the monster's
lightning
ribcage.
tyrannosaur.
And yes, there is an upgrade tree and an entire stat system dedicated to making slightly different bees. We can also use the Insect Glaive to repeatedly mount the monster, allowing me to automatically spam my custom dialogue callouts to completely random Japanese people. Which, fun fact, can be fully customized for a variety of actions, such as yelling truth
God
nuke
damn, my
incoming
voice
whenever I
just left
place
me.
a bomb, and preemptively diagnosing the causes of my teammate's death, which is very funny.
Kill you, Max. They're never going to bang the bottom.
Also, you can parry with this weapon while in midair. I parried that
Pineapple
motherfucker
pizza
at
isn't
cruising
all that
altitude.
bad. I think I
I'm
only
the
had it
fucking
like
best.
maybe
I
once.
love this game. That is my entire
Probably.
weekly dopamine supply gone instantly.
I don't
The sword and
actually like
shield
pineapple on pizza.
is a
Pineapple and bread. I have never tried that before.
is a weapon. You could certainly choose to play it. Or you could choose not to. The Charge Blade is a sword and shield which requires a dual major in theoretical rocket science and Aboriginal water philosophy to actually use and play correctly. Do you like the idea of switching dynamically between a nimble blade and a heavy axe?
By
If
the way,
so,
hi, Sleep.
that's great because you're actually going to be
How
playing
are
as
you
the
doing?
chainsaw. A chainsaw with a multi-step assembly process involving the separate charging of at least 2 different things by way of perfect blocking and wound taking and a charge combo and canceling another combo, and also you charge the sword and you can charge the vials faster and you can
It's the
overload
best
them, and you can
rice.
find this on the next episode of How It's Made. Today on How It's Made, please don't do this to me, I have a family. Euthanasia gas is created by combining The Switch Axe is the incredibly satisfying portable microwave for those of us who like the idea of switching between a nimble blade and a heavy axe, where instead of moving dynamically between 2 heavily contrasting playstyles, we instead decide to randomly vibrate in place half the time, and then later discharge the internal components of a very large glow stick, an action which I can do several times in a row, because I slotted in the funny skill which appears to be entirely bugged, and will double the time
go
that I
back to
can
the funny
spend doing that,
conversation? I
thereby
need to be
trivializing the
wait,
monster
what?
health for the remaining 70 hours of gameplay.
Oh, wait, for
Very balanced, Crapcom.
God.
Please
I
don't
was
listen to
like,
the
what
haters.
do you mean?
The Greatsword is the tremendously
leave it
damaging,
on
tremendously high commitment weapon that spends about
porridge
half its time doing
and
nothing, and the other half delivering monsters the approximate mass of the observable universe.
Are you doing
This is
this just
the
to annoy
funny
Roger?
dumping weapon, whose entire utility and primary playstyle consists mainly of ignoring your health bar and
But wait,
fishing
how-
for the funny
okay,
parry
wait,
attacks.
so-
Oh, that hits the spot, yeah. Which
How
are
does it?
absolutely
How do you use
unnecessary,
honey to tenderize something? Like,
extremely addiction forming,
explain that process to me,
and
please.
comprises the entire basis
Because
of
I
my
might
build and
try
playstyle.
it.
Do not
I
ask
don't
me to
know,
do anything
but
useful, please.
I
This is
would
my
like to
main
know how that
weapon,
works.
and I only know one of its moves. The Longsword is the extremely wacky designated tool for the profession of aura agriculture, and is comprised entirely of the most extra attack animations that I have ever seen, alongside having 2 completely different parry mechanics for seemingly no good reason other than trying to look like a divorced dad's conception of intimidating. A true samurai does not concern himself with child support payments. Therefore, this weapon is always to be played entirely in character, complete with in-character clothing, in-character auto-communication, and a mandatory
What do you
soundtrack
mean you
comprised
can't talk?
entirely of evanescence and skill hit.
No.
To me,
No,
Crazy
you-
Frog is just regular frog, and Monster Hunter is just regular hunter. But if it's the aesthetics of the
I was
grave that
asking you a
crave,
question,
then
Sleep.
look no further than the absolute hyperactivity of the dual
Oh, you have it
blades.
on low
The
volume.
only weapon in this entire game
Bruh.
that you can play from beginning to end without needing to browse increasingly racist TikToks.
Why? Why do you
I
have
am
it on low
so
volume?
stimulated right now. They got the dancing fruit and shit. Is this Monster Hunter Rise? These are the funny number dives, whose primary function is to keep the player increasingly and concerningly preoccupied with transforming the screen into Cocomelon for mathematicians, all while juggling a variety of powered-up states, such as Demon Mode, which is used to charge up the Arch-Demon Mode, and perfectly evade your enemies to finally enter Gay Sex Mode. Okay, I made that one up. That is not the name of the mode. But if you pick this weapon, you might as well be honest.
Ambience of
The
nature.
dual blades also
Fine,
come with
fair
one
enough.
of the funniest attacks in the entire game, where you sort of just casually
Fair
chain backflip along the
enough.
entire length of any given monster, which against some monsters is a little bit silly. The Hunting Horn is the preferred weapon for hunters who want to simulate Rock Band for engineering students, while unfortunately suffering from a praise cake. Because every single time you decide to heal your team, they are going to begin reenacting the end of Evangelion. This is the most overpowered weapon in the entire game, solely due to its ability to give 3 exceptionally stupid baboons so many completely
About the
insane
Lego
buffs
thing,
and
like
resistances
about is
that
it
they
like
will not even be able to kill
this
themselves.
I don't know shop
what are
or
these fucking
company
buffs
or
you keep
whatever
giving
that
me?
like
I don't know what
stole
any of this means, and
a
it
Lego
scares
set
me.
from like
With the only
a
caveat being that
family
this weapon
or like a
has
guy who
so
wanted
many
to sell his
combinations to
dad's
perform
Lego.
with so many variations that you have to have the
I
button
think it's
guide on
time
the
to
top
finally
right of
join
your
your
screen
server.
at all times.
Why haven't you
just to
joined this
play
whole
the video
time?
game. And even then,
What's
playing would
stopping
be a
you from
generous term.
what was stopping you from joining?
Low day trade margins, free depth of market, hundreds of
What
indicators.
what's the
and
update
trading
on that
directly
thing?
off
Like,
the chart.
do they
The bow
like
is
it
the
makes
popular and
absolutely no
charismatic range
sense.
option, which behaves
Like, why would
less
they
like a
steal
precision
the man's
projectile passer and more like a shotgun
Lego
that is
set and then
mounted on a
sell it
surfboard.
and then be
This
like,
weapon has a very evasive
well,
and reactive
I don't
playstyle,
understand it. That makes
whereupon
absolutely
the
no
player
sense. What do you mean
reacts to
pride?
everything the monster
Why
does
pride?
by
What does
running out of
pride have to
stamina
do
and
with anything
collapsing
here?
like an anemic
What does
hamster.
pride have to
Nevertheless,
do with
when
you
actually
joining my
have energy,
server?
the bow has the ability to dodge
I need to
everything in
understand
the game,
this.
take every wound on the monster with funny tracking arrows, much to the annoyance of everyone else, and use at least 5 different varieties of illicit drugs with which to fire directly into the monster's exposed veins. Because just doing damage to them is no longer enough, and I want this white devil to suffer before he dies. The heavy bowgun and its legally distinct counterpart, the light bowgun, are just actual modern machine guns with no bow involved in the equation. Those are just bullets coming out. These weapons are extremely versatile, allowing you
So
not
what
only
you're
the
saying
choice
is that you
between
just
a
don't like this.
large
You
amount
just
of
don't like the
ammunition,
Shadow
as
Nation.
well
That's
as the
what you're
privilege to
saying.
individually
Okay,
purchase every
okay.
single variety
I
in the local
understand.
Costco
It's fine.
your personal expense, but also the choice between an
It's
ungodly, incomprehensible variety of
Totally
stats, all of which can be individually modified for your personal preference.
So fine.
So long as you can understand the Excel spreadsheet.
Because
But my god,
I
once you get past all that shit, it is incredibly funny to spray
am
the
the
dinosaurs with
Shadow
literal
Nation?
machine gun
Does that make
fire, so as to remind them that they are not the ones who are made in God's image.
Yeah,
And
I
so as
haven't
the
been
Father has created
streaming for the
mankind,
past
so
few
must
days.
mankind create the United
I just-
States military. Dude, this is exactly what I play third-person action
Okay,
games for.
so I just got a
point-and-click
job.
adventure game. The current
I
objective
started
is to keep the gun
working
away from my mouth,
recently,
and I'm
so that's the
currently
reason
failing.
why I
But
haven't
in
been
order to
able to
properly
stream.
use and
So
abuse our
like I
profuse
want to
amount of
like
obtuse
be,
juice,
get
we have
more
to first integrate
used to
our
my job,
literally
and then I'll be
hundreds
able
of
to like
choices with thousands
fix
of
my
variations to consider,
schedule,
such as,
and then
do I
I'll
want
be
the
able to
weapon
say,
skill
okay,
that
at
gives
this
me damage
time
when I
I'll
roll
be
3
able to
times
stream.
every 20 seconds,
Because by the time
while
I'm
wearing
done
4
with work,
pieces of
I
a
just
specific armor set
I get
that
so
also gives me
tired, and then I
resistance
just
to
want
impairments to
to go to
mobility while
sleep.
in water, oil,
Yeah, I just got a job.
streams. On a
I
fucking
was so
Tuesday the 12th,
happy when
into
I
our
started
myriad of builds with a
working.
great deal of important considerations. The most prominent of which being your weapon element or status effect. Unless, of course, you are playing as a gun, in which case your weapon element is
And I'm
also going to
still
be gun.
freaking
Now,
broke.
I won't be getting into every element because, dear God, what is this shit? But my favorite selections of elemental damage would have to include the dragon element, which is a type of animal and
But
not
at least
a primordial
now,
force
with the new
blast
job, I can
element,
start like
because every
buying
monster is weak
some
to my
things
bee-powered hand grenade.
to stream.
And
So
by
that's
far
good.
the funniest element in the entire game, the sleep element, which is used to prank all of the monsters by waiting for them to fall asleep and then placing a deadly amount of high explosive barrels directly in front of their faces.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna actually, can I use my heaviest hitting attack on him?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want, man.
I think this might deal...
I think I hit the wrong button, by the way.
I gotta put this away fast.
No, you don't.
Ready when you are, Max. You detonate.
Tell my wife that I was goaded with the sauce.
All right, just place the bomb. All right, just place another bomb.
I have a lot of clips involving bombs. So now that we have a good understanding of our many implements of peaceful relocation, it is time for us to take our domestic violence international and replace our casual disregard for animal life with a ranked competitive one instead.
Thank you, Roger.
Because
I
to truly
swear, I was
combat the
like,
Monster Hunter, you must not only know yourself,
do not even
know your weapon,
how do I
know
even
your
explain
armor
it? Like,
build,
being able
and
to
know
even
which
get the
mushroom color
job
corresponds to which buffs,
was
like
like
a very
so.
unhealthy game of Simon Says.
It
But
was
must
such
also
like it was a
understand the
different kind of
incredibly
feeling. But like
vibrant ecosystem
I've been
in
out of the
which we
job for like
hunt,
so
as well
long.
as
I
the
finally got
gigantic
this
living
one. I was
PC
just like,
destroyers that choose to
God,
inhabit
please
it.
just let me.
So with
Let
the
me just
understanding
keep
that I
this
have thus
one. Let me
far
just.
forgotten to
Let me
show
just
the
make you
monsters now in
work.
mind, please allow me to describe to you the content of these monster hunting wilds.
I just
and
wanna
why
make
half
it
of it
work.
makes absolutely no logical sense, both geographically as well as constitutionally. Starting, of course, with the Welcome to the sand-laden dunes of the Windward Plains, one of the most horrifically hostile locations known to mankind due to its seasonal tendency to jump between the likes of violent sandstorms, apocalyptic lightning hurricanes, and a special kind of weather condition exclusive to this game called the GPU Lone Tornado, in which the environment is so brimming with the miracle of life that the sheer number of on-screen animals will make your PC beg for the sweet release of death more than the monsters that are contained within.
How is it
This area is home
scary?
to a
It's
bunch
not
of
that
silly
scary.
little guys whose primary defense against human predation
It's
is that they
scary
are
because
so
without
stupid
having
and
a job,
so
you're
absolutely worthless
you're
that
basically
you will be forced
homeless.
to question
You-
why
you-
you're even
you
hunting them
basically
in
get
the first
homeless,
place.
you
You guys
basically
make the stupid
get
fucking rotisserie
hungry.
chicken for me. I'm playing Minecraft.
Your entire life
This
is
shit
just like
Steve's Lava
almost
Chicken. Holy
over or
shit.
something if you don't have a job. So it's like
I love this pack.
insane.
This is so cool.
Hope
Oh
for
my
next
God.
bit. What's
With
gonna
the
be?
only exception
What
being the
pole? There is no
insanely aggressive
pole.
biological war crime known only as
What's
Ray
going
Dow,
on?
who has a face that transforms into a gigantic railgun, which he uses almost exclusively
There
on
are only
every other
like
monster
2
found within a
people. How is
10-mile
there-
radius. This is why we have
Where
to
did
kill
all
you,
of you
dude.
come from?
You're fucking up the ecosystem. Oh, please, God, don't kill him. Please don't kill him. No, 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 no. He was so young. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Lightning Pterodactyls just got beef today. The Scarlet Forest is the crowded and exceptionally
What do you mean
vertical home
boring?
to most of the
Like
fresh water
what
on the
pole?
entire
Like okay,
planet
what
Earth.
video? Do you
Varying
want a
greatly in
video?
gameplay
Do
between
you want to
the
watch
Blue
a
Water
video?
season,
Just
the
say
Flood
what
Water
video you
season,
want.
and the Floodwater season, during which times about the same variety of monsters can be found at basically any time. This area is home to a
You know,
bunch of
I would be so
horrifically
happy if someone
vibrant
could
death
just
machines
pay me
who
to
are as
just do
violent,
whatever I
ruthless,
want,
and terrifying
stream
as they are
whatever I want,
exceptionally
like
stupid to look at. With
they're
some
just
of my
like, you know what,
favorites
just
being
take
the
this amount
nefarious Yonkuku.
and just do shit.
Just wait to see
I
what he
would be
does next.
so happy.
That's his 4th tail whip attack.
I would be so happy.
Hunter, resharpen your weapon. You'll love this next attack.
This is like the only move he does. It's insane.
This cookie dough parfait is my
I am
new
so
favorite
done
high
with-
protein snack.
with
All thanks to
this-
Hungry Root.
with
Being healthy
ads.
and having a
Go
sweet
away.
tooth used
Shoot.
to be hard. But
Lemons.
I broke it.
It's one against the wall.
Yeah, I broke the Yonkuku. He's broken.
Watch
I
the
don't
new
even
trailer
know
for
how this
Monster
happens.
Hunter Express.
The
I
funny
have
fire
seen
hose
that.
fox
I
can
already
instantly
did
kill
that.
endgame builds in one
I
singular
did that
attack.
already.
What the fuck am I even skinning you for? While those
We
supporting
already
you two
saw
will
that. When I
hilariously
started, we
slip and
already
slide
saw
around the
that.
fight by
It
covering
was
your body
so
in an
cool.
inconvenient amount of soap. Oh, please, God help me, I've been hit with the shower status effect. It does critical damage against gamers. As well as the gigantic pink
What
monkey
the hell
who
is
primarily attacks your party by farting and
What do
shitting on
you
them.
watch?
Which you have to believe
And
is
Vapor, what
not
do
a
you-
mod and is an
what
actual
do
feature
you
in the game.
watch, Vapor?
Proving definitively that the Scarlet Forest is the closest thing that God has made to a mistake. The Oil Well Basin is frankly the scariest goddamn ecosystem I have ever seen in a
Oh!
Monster Hunter game,
Wait, for
and
real?
the sheer implication
Okay,
of its
okay,
very existence
okay,
frankly
after
threatens the
this,
peaceful continuation
I
of
would
all
definitely
life
put
on
it.
this planet.
I would definitely
Functioning
would
as the
put that one.
environmental equivalent of a full-scale nuclear meltdown, while leaking
Okay,
enough
I
carbon into the
probably
atmosphere to
might
make the
know him,
combined
and
output of every Chinese
I do
steel
not. I
mill
only
look
watch
like an absolute fucking
certain
joke.
people.
Varying between its seasonal cycles by first
This
leaking an
stuff's
entire
stupid.
ocean's worth of straight-up crude oil before some guy eventually decides to light a single cigarette and causes all the oil to violently explode over a period of 6 entire months. Come visit the oil well basin. We are a country-sized gas leak.
Really?
Consequently, the animals that live in the oil well basin are very disturbing in design, such as the example of the humble Rompopolo, who has the body of a wacky-waving inflatable arm-flailing tube man, but can deflate himself extremely easily because his hands are made of swords, with a diet consisting entirely of crude oil, which
supposed to be a forward. Shut up. Oh, I know this guy, but I haven't really I know him, but like I don't really like exactly watch his videos. I've only seen his videos on Facebook, but I never go past Facebook to like see any of his like videos. The one I watch is, where are they? Where is that guy? This freaking Christ, it was right here. I know it was. Unless I'm not following him for some dumb reason of mine. Yeah, I'm not following him. Which is stupid. I feel very stupid. For a guy that I watch all the time, I'm not even following. Yeah, I do watch Bricky. I definitely watch Bricky. Bricky was the first person I watched for Warhammer. Where is it? All of Bricky's Warhammer, I was consuming. Bricky was the one that introduced me to Warhammer. I people my sub tilt a little bit, like 100. Okay, probably not 100. But quite okay, I guess maybe it is a lot of people. It probably is too many people, maybe.
In the kind brightness of the far past, there was no war.
I am buying the first book I'm gonna buy is the Horus Heresy. I want to read that shit.
During this time are known only as the Old Ones.
They
Cosmic
already did the
entities that
collab
traveled across
like
the
2 weeks
galaxy
ago.
with
No?
ease and seeded life through the stars. Shortly thereafter, a new species began to arise. The Necron Tier. Evolving under the harshness of a devastatingly powerful star, the short-lived and irradiated Necron Tier try to find the secret to eternal life and to be freed from their terrible existence. As they expand through the stars, they find the Old Ones, and they plead to them to share the secrets of the universe and grant them purchase from their short and painful existence. The Old Ones respond
I'm sorry. Yes, we were supposed to watch
and a
Duke.
Lamau, and with their immense power, they force them back to their homeworlds.
I got carried away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going back. Sure.
Hi, friends. Today we're
You
talking
guys
about
are
one of the
so
biggest, if not
dramatic.
the biggest crusade since the Great Crusade. This was a humongo crusade that rallied the many forces of the Imperium,
You're very
reintroduced
dramatic.
the idea of organization back to humanity, and was headed by the instant money button that is Robude Gilliman. We're talking about the Indomitus Crusade. After the tragic fall of Cadia, the forces of the Imperium were set reeling at the destruction brought on by Abaddon's 13th Black
What the flip is this?
But they told Mr.
Who's this
Warmaster
guy?
of Chaos,
Or
oh,
this
so you
thing right
like
here.
13 so much, little guy? Well, fuck you, 13th Primarch, bitch. And with the help of the Ynnari, rest in peace,
Fine,
this wacky
fine,
party
fine. Jesus
resurrected
Christ.
Robude Gilliman from
Alright.
stasis and interred him in the armor of fate. And with one of the Emperor's
So
sons
violent.
back alive and kicking, the Imperium's darkest hour now had a wee little Primarch-shaped light to ease the pain of losing the Imperium's second most important planet, the galaxy getting torn in half, and evil-ass demons everywhere. And upon waking up, Gilliman would immediately get to ass-kicking, utterly annihilating the Black Legion forces that tried to prevent his resurrection, and then he set off for Terra in order to reunite with his father and figure out just what the heck to do with the disgraceful state of the Imperium. And so, after a series of fights, most notably against his brother Magnus, Gilliman made it to Terra and spoke to the Emperor. Although it's not outright stated what exactly was said in this conversation, Gilliman left the throne room and declared himself the Lord Commander of the Imperium, as well as Imperial Regent. As Lord Commander, Gilliman would defend against a huge second siege at Terra, and then began work on weeding out the corrupt leaders of the Imperium
Why in
and
the world are
planning
you
on how to
laughing
recover
again?
from losses in the 13th Black Crusade. He replaced corrupt High Lords with ones that more closely aligned with his vision for the Imperium, and he began to prepare for the Indomitus Crusade. Gilliman would put out a call for all Imperial forces across the galaxy to convene on Terra if they were able to. He even called for any chapter, regiment, or whatever other Imperial unit of soldiers there were to abandon war zones that they were likely to lose, since it would both avoid unnecessary casualties and they could reclaim it later with the larger and more organized And like most things that Gilliman did at this time, it was pretty controversial for a primer to lead a great crusade of all the Imperial forces. Last time this happened,
You know, just because of you, I want to put that thing to 5,000 points.
And then some guy segmented all the forces of the Imperium to prevent such a thing from happening again. And that guy was named, Robude Gilliman.
You're
Just
good
you,
for you. Stay
building
broke.
your app on base 44.
How many ads do
But
I have?
regardless, Gilliman's the main character, and also the Emperor maybe told him to do so he could do whatever he wants. So he gathered a humongo force composed of guardsmen, space marines, sisters of battle, custodies, and
Roger.
basically any other
Why are you?
Imperial
Why do you have
and
rocks?
slash or oh, you know
I'm
what?
sure.
Actually,
Shut up.
I guess and slash works. Gilliman would organize this huge force into 10 giant battle fleets, which were further split into battle groups, those being further divided into task forces, and then so on and so on. The primary purpose of this crusade was essentially to spread across the galaxy, reclaim Imperial worlds as fast as possible to reestablish dominance over Imperium Sanctus, so it was important that the crusade force was segmented in order for it to divide and conquer. Additionally, as the crusade went on, the fleet was meant to reinforce Imperial forces already fighting on worlds that they encountered, and after liberating a planet, they would requisition some supplies from the reclaimed planet in order to keep their momentum. However, the crusade also had the secondary purpose of delivering Gilliman's new Primaris Space Marines to the chapters who were unable to return to Terra. Their initial crusade force largely consisted of Primaris Grey Shields, also known as the Unnumbered Sons. These were Primaris Marines clad in gray, waiting to reunite with their parent chapters.
No, I
a
didn't.
notable
I
detachment would be the
didn't
Torchbearer
ban anyone from
These were
doing
specialized
anything.
groups of
Did you throw
custodies,
the rock?
Sisters of Silence, and Mago Spyology, who were accompanying the fleets so that they could introduce the new Primaris Marines and
I didn't
teach
ban
chapters how
anything.
to make more going forth. And
Nope.
this force org not only
That's
tickled
the- those are
Gilliman's
the
logistics
tomatoes.
autism, but it was also designed to allow the giant fleet to
Fuck you, Vapor.
systematically move across the galaxy and reclaim worlds all around, rather than just having a big dum-dum mob rambling about. Each fleet would be led by a fleet master who would coordinate their own mini crusades, sending each of their battle groups on their own campaigns. The battle groups were all totally self-sufficient, and beyond major orders and an occasional strategic council, they would work completely autonomously from their fleet. This stratified force would allow the Indomitus Crusade to cover huge chunks of the galaxy and claim worlds at a quicker rate. However, the complexity and logistical machinations of such a large and intricate crusade could only truly be understood by Mr. Logistican Gilliman. But even Gilliman has his limits. Plus, he doesn't just want to be a nerd staying inside doing homework all day. Gilliman likes to play. So he established the Officio Logisticarum in order to handle the logistics of the Indomitus Crusade so that he could go play outside with his new toy from his dad. The Officio Logisticarum ensured the forces of the Indomitus Crusade were well stocked and sent to the right places, both of these infamously being a problem for the Imperium. In addition, as the crusade went on, the battle fleets would establish hub fortresses in order to keep the Officio well informed and to handle logistics on the furthest reaches of the crusade. But anyways, with that nerd stuff out of the way, we can finally talk about the fighting of the crusade. The Great Crusade would initially start out slow since Abaddon attempted to jail them in their deployment by assaulting warp nexuses. this slowed down the first stage of the crusade and forced the Imperials to take riskier warp routes. But after some initial roadblocks, the crusade would begin to pick up steam, and they started reclaiming a lot of worlds. They also kind of went on a 40k greatest hits tour, visiting famous worlds like Armageddon, Rin's World, Necromunda, Fenris, Catachan, and honestly, probably any other one you could think of, considering how wide-sweeping this crusade was. And about 5 years into the crusade, the initial goal of the crusade was largely complete since the crusade had reconquered enough worlds to re-establish relative stability in Imperium Sanctus, and they destroyed enough Chaos forces to quell a bunch of warp storms.
Exactly.
However, this is 40k after all, and the most iconic sentence of the setting is that there's only war. So, of course, more problems arose as the myriad threats of the galaxy started a bunch of wars. Around this time, the Chaos Forces were also
You have to throw them, like, you have to tap on, like, the screen to throw it. That's how you use the tomatoes.
Wars in the realm of Ultramar. But for almost half a decade or so, the Crusade wore on, and many epic Warhammer 40Ks were had. Then, 12 years in, Guilliman would semi-abandon the Crusade to return to his home and assist in the escalating Plague Wars, which is a video for another time. But anyways, after kicking his stinky bro back into the warp, Guilliman would finally start to bring the crusade into Imperium Nihilus. Guilliman's forces would continue to reclaim worlds and attempt to gain control of safe passageways through the Great Rift so that they could aid Imperium Nihilus.
I don't even use the tomatoes. I don't even know how I'm supposed to use this.
Guilliman would eventually arrive
never mind.
just in time to save
Tomatoes.
the Blood
Okay,
Angels
I
and
see
the
it.
devastation of Baal. And after meeting Dante, Guilliman would be like, yeah, this dude's chill AF, man. And appoint him the Regent of Imperium Nihilus. Then, after delivering some supplies,
that's how it is. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is, like, click on the... Hold on. Do you see a heart tomato on your screen by any chance?
The reason I say I think is because GW keeps retconning the Indominus
You just have to click on that.
and events within. Originally,
Click
the
on that,
crusade
you'll
lasted
see
like
your
100
attacks,
years
and then you'll be able
was
to use
officially
it.
concluded when Guilliman fought in the Plague Wars.
Yeah,
But then
on
this was
mobile,
changed
yeah.
to the crusade only lasting 12 years before Guilliman fought in the Plague Wars because a 100-year time skip is just stupid. And they just declared, you know what, man, I don't even know at this point. Let's just say time is broken. So technically, canonically, the crusade was both 100 years long and 12 years long. And probably everything else years long because the Great Rift opening literally broke the galaxy's time flow. And to the people typing, actually, technically, time already flows at different rates because of relativity, blah, 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 blah. The Rift broke time so hard that the differences in time are even more drastic than would be naturally possible.
So on mobile, it should show you a place where it says chat, and on that same, like, line, you should see tomato, blurb, and something else. I don't remember what it is. But just click on the tomato and you'll be able to, like, use it.
Opening of the Great Rift and a vessel to hold big ol' epic Primarch battles and other wars. And as you likely know, I'm not generally a fan of Primarchs in 40k, but even a silly guy like me has to admit that Guilliman going around kicking ass and fighting his demon brothers does kinda go hard.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the
Lord,
most
don't you just
awarded
love the
container moving
ads.
company. Whether you're moving across town or
But also, the Indominus Crusade is essentially the jumping off point for basically all of the current conflicts in the present setting, which I suppose isn't
I
saying
already
too much
skipped.
considering it was essentially a galaxy-wide crusade.
ads.
But
Oh, I see.
anyways, let me know what you think of the Indominus Crusade. And what do you think of the current era of 40k? To me, the fall of Cadia and subsequent resurrection of Guilliman definitely marked a huge shift in 40k and GW's approach to the setting, so I'd be interested to hear what you guys think of it. I swear the Primarch ore is real because when I was drawing Guilliman, just looking at that guy, it really made me want to spend some money.
His bro spending money.
Hi friends, today we're going to talk about a very stinky, smelly war that smells
Stinky?
smelly. Perhaps
word
the most
that smells
iconic
smelly.
conflict of the Indominus era and
Smells?
the conflict to kick off 8th edition and the Age of Primaris, we have the Plague Wars. Soon after the opening of the Great Rift, the smelly little bitch Nurgle, Lord of Decay and all things sick and icky, saw the huge crisis the Imperium was facing with the galaxy getting torn asunder and thought, it's free real estate. Specifically, the Plague Father wanted to annex the legendary realm of Ultramar. So, he would start the Plague Wars. The Plague Wars would first begin not in Ultramar, but rather in a few systems
Why do you have so many
Nurgle's
rocks?
forces would seed the planets in these systems with evil-ass diseases which would easily spread and ravage the dense hive cities. And from the deaths of the Imperials, new Nurgle forces would be born. With the Imperials of the system enfeebled by Nurgle's plagues, his demonic legions were able to
You don't
establish
have to
control
use
over
all
the
your
system with
tomatoes.
relative ease, and Nurgle's mini-empire would become known as the Scourge Stars, and would serve as Nurgle's spawn point for the upcoming invasion of Ultramar. And technically, at least according to the Codex,
Thank
the
God.
Plague Wars were only the battles to claim the Scourge Stars, but everyone just considers the following battles to also be part of the Plague Wars, so we'll just stick with that. Plus, it's a lot cooler to say Plague Wars than X Battle and X World of Warzone Ultramar, so, you know.
And everyone's
Anyways, though,
spamming
with
it.
the Scourge
Why?
Stars secured, Nurgle would order
Actually, you
his
know what?
top
You
3
guys should have fun.
commanders to
Use
finally
your
invade the
tomatoes as
realm of
much as you want to.
The first strike would be carried out by the demon Primarch Mortarion and his Death Guard legions. Morty had a cute little Nurgle-themed 7-step plan to take over his brother's empire and make his new daddy proud. Similar to the tactics used to win the Scourge Stars, the Nurgle forces heavily utilized virus bombs to infect and weaken the defenders of Ultramar. Hive cities and agri-worlds were targeted to starve the Imperials of manpower, as well as literally starve the manpower that remained. Then, after the virus bombings, Mortarion would lead huge invasions, utilizing the Death Guard's favorite attrition tactics in plotting assaults. Most importantly of which would be on the planet of Espandor, with Mortarion's creeping doom offensive.
5,000
Fighting
points.
a grand
I can
war
get
of
under
attrition
500 if
with
I want to.
continent-long
No, you don't
threat
want to.
systems
Like
that
it's
make a creature
tedious to
muddy as
keep
trench,
trying
if
to
you
get
know
your
what I mean.
Actually,
In addition,
kind of is
Mortarion would
tedious
also
to get
destroy
the
a bunch
tomatoes.
of weakened worlds in an
I wonder if
attempt
there's
to
a way
goad
for me to
Guilliman
like
into
make it
returning to his
less
home and facing him in a
tedious
glorious Primarch battle. But
for
along
people to
with
get their
Mortarion,
tomatoes.
Mr. Evil Bastard himself, Typhus the Traveler, as well as Nurgle's favorite former little guy Kugath, the Great Unclean One, would join the war and would lead their own Plague Fleet and Demonic Legions respectively. Typhus led his Plague Fleet to terrorize the outskirts of Ultramar, as well as disrupt Ultramar supply lines. Kugath, on the other hand, would manifest in the hospital world of Ajax to both destroy the researchers making cures to Nurgle's gifts
You
and
guys
to
can
convert it
change
to a
this
garden
like
world to create new
real. I just
plagues.
don't know how.
And
Well,
thanks
yeah.
to the near infinite reinforcements from the Scourge Stars, a key strategy of the Nurgle forces was to attack as many worlds at once in order to capitalize on their superior numbers and attritional skills, in order to overwhelm the Ultramarines and Ultramar Auxilia. As the attacks escalated, Robuda Gilliman would finally decide to break off from his Indominus crusade and return to defend his home. Upon returning, Gilliman's strategic genius would bring the Death Guard assault to a halt as he brilliantly crafted counterattacks and defenses to the Death Guard plans.
Yeah,
And
it's
upon
not worth
learning of
using
Gilliman's
bits
arrival,
to get the
Mortarion would
tomatoes.
redirect his
I'll
forces
figure
to
out
the
how
forge
to
world of
like
Connor.
make it
Connor
so
is
you
a
can be
major
able to like
industrial
get
center,
bundles
a
of the
key
tomatoes.
defensive world on the path
I'll
to
figure it
Macragge,
out.
and it guarded one of the few stable warp routes in and out of the Macragge system. So, Mortarion sought to take over the world to both bleed the Imperial war machine and to strand the bulk of the Ultramarine forces in the Macragge system. And the invasion of Connor would be one of the most crucial and violent battles in the Plague Wars, as both sides waged wars in labyrinthine manufactorums and vast hive cities. The war would culminate with Mortarion literally
At
launching
least
the
10 out of
infected
10 is
Death
fine.
World
Yeah, I
robots
will
across the system
definitely
like an
like figure that
evil-ass
out
super plague ball.
and
But
see what
with
I can
great
do about that.
sacrifices, the Imperials managed
After
to pull
this
a
stream, though.
badass Death Star
After
2 run
this
to the
one.
core of Lobos and plant a cyclonic warhead in the core to destroy the Plague World before it could devastate Connor.
Welcome to Iron Beam, the future of futures trading. With our cutting-edge chart
There's
trading
something
feature and
wrong with
300
all
plus
these
indicators,
ads. I
you
swear
can
to
now
God.
trade directly.
But despite Gilliman leading the Imperial forces forces to many important victories, the superior numbers of the followers of Nurgle would continue to slowly overwhelm the Ultramarines. And to make matters even worse, Kugath was working on a plague that would be potent enough to kill Guilliman. But fortunately for the Blue Boyos, a bunch of Ultramarine successors would return to Ultramar and assist their Gene Father. And with the extra manpower, Guilliman was able to plan a brilliant counterattack. Guilliman's first major offensive was the Spear of Espandor, in which he sought to reclaim Espandor from Mortarion's creeping Doom offensive. Beyond reclaiming lost ground, controlling Espandor would also cut off major supply lines and Nurgle reinforcements from the Scourge Stars. And so, after securing the world, Guilliman was able to launch system-wide counterattacks since the Death Guard and Nurgle legions could no longer rely on
Wait, so you get everything for
reinforcements.
free if
These
you're using
counterattacks
Chrome?
were very effective and forced the Chaos Forces to rush their plan
should probably
as they
look into
launched
that.
a huge attack against Parmenio. On this world, Titans clashed, Greater Demons raised armies, and Marines wreaked havoc. Able to perma-kill the Greater Demon Septicus with the Emperor's sword. However, he would later fall into a trap where Mortarion, Typhus, and Kugath jumped him. The three champions in Nurgle nearly killed the Primarch, but he was saved by Imperial Saint Kalia, who maybe, most likely, almost definitely was possessed by the Emperor at that moment to aid Guilliman. Which also
Yeah, don't fix it.
technically
Do
means
not
that
fix
the
it.
greatest warriors in Nurgle got beat by a little girl. Typical Nurgle L. But with the defeat on Parmenio and the other Chaos Gods launching an invasion on the Scourge Stars, Nurgle beckoned his forces back to his realm. But Mortarion and Kugath decided to
What the hell
disobey
is
their
this?
master in a bid to earn the eternal glory of slaying Guilliman and conquering Ultramar. So, the two bubonic bozos continued their alliance while #1 Nurgle fan Typhus followed Daddy's orders and went back to defend the Scourge Stars. And despite the embarrassing loss on Parmenio, Kugath was able to get some of Guilliman's blood, which would
Okay,
be
what
crucial
exactly
in
did
finally
you
developing
do?
a disease
Like,
able
I'm
to
very
fell the
curious. Like,
The
why
God
does it work like that
And
for you?
so, Mortarion
I'm also
and
jealous
Kugath
as
go
well.
to Guilliman to clashing yet again on the world of Iax. And although Guilliman knew it was likely a trap, he simply couldn't pass up on an opportunity to beat the shit out of his evil-ass brother. Oh, and also save his citizens, but probably mostly for the epic fight. So, he led Indominus
Or maybe
Fleet
you're
Primus
actually
to
paying
invade
for
Iax and
YouTube
put a
without
stop
you
to
even
Mortarion
knowing.
once and for all.
Maybe.
On world, Guilliman and Mortarion engaged in an epic duel as Kugath terrorized Guilliman's forces. And in the climatic battle, Ultra Mega Chad, Katie, and Colonel Odremeyer fucking tank shocked Kugath, impaling the Greater Demon with his Lehman Russ's battle cannon, and then jumped out to stab Kugath in the face, banishing Nurgle's favorite and the most badass sacrifice ever. Typical Guard W. Meanwhile, in the Primarch clash, Mortarion had gained the upper hand against Guilliman thanks to all the warp energies and demonic power surging through him, and he infected Guilliman with the God Blight. And
So
true
only
to
if
its
you
name,
use the Chrome,
would be a blight
only
to
if
a
you're
god.
using Chrome, you don't get any ads. But if you're using the app or anything else, you get ads.
Guilliman is no god, no sirree.
I might
The
download
God
Chrome.
Blight would in fact become a blight
Google
on the
Chrome
Blight
might
god.
be the way.
In death,
Who knows?
Guilliman had a vision of his father, and the Emperor channeled his energies into his last son and briefly possessed the fallen Primarch. The Emperor restored Guilliman's body, forced Mortarion to flee into the warp, and inflicted a blow directly on Nurgle's garden, permanently wounding the Plague God and ending the Plague Wars. And so, with Nurgle's forces banished, Guilliman and the people of Ultramar would decontaminate their realm, and Guilliman would attend to other important matters. And most recently, Guilliman would task Captain Titus in reclaiming the 500 worlds of Ultramar, which include, but are not limited to, those lost to Nurgle in the Plague Wars. And on the Chaos end of the poop stick, Kugath was made into a gross little ball sack waiting to respawn, and Mortarion was pulled into Nurgle's evil-ass mansion for some punishment. But Mortarion would later be released to fight in the War in the Rift against the forces of Tzeentch and Khorne, and he would redeem himself there. And that's just about it for the Plague Wars. Very cool stuff. I would really recommend reading the Dark
I like the
Imperium
fact
trilogy if you
it's like
thought the
he
Plague
draws
Wars sounded
everything.
cool. While the battles are, of course, very epic, I think the most compelling part is Gilliman and his little journey throughout.
That's
But
really cool.
be sure to comment what you think about the Plague Wars. And also, I'm actually curious to read about it, but if you were in the hobby when Gilliman and the Plague Wars were first introduced, please let me know what it was like back then. I'd love to see a first-hand account. Also, Gilliman proclaiming he's the last Primarch just goes so hard, man. I'll never stop lamenting at what could have been.
What could have been? What the?
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you can be...
Actually,
Hi friends,
I
today
kinda
we're going
want
to talk
me
about
to
exactly what
go
the
make some
heck a
food right now.
Primaris is.
I am
And
hungry.
That's a simple answer. The Primaris Psykers are simply
gotta
the most
end the
powerful and
stream.
elite of the Imperial Guard sanctioned
Chomper
Psyker
still
ranks. Oh, we talked about Guard last week and now we have to do Marines. Okay then. And also, I'm gonna primarily focus on the lore of the Primaris as the controversy behind them has been covered pretty well and is kind of old news at this point. So let's get ready to plagiarize, throw your stupid old toys away, and talk about the super ultra even cooler Marines that you need to buy now. Primaris Space Marines are the newest versions of Space Marines created
Play
by
some Narcan now,
Archmagus
so
Belisarius
you're making
Cull.
my meal not
These
boring.
guys are
Well, I'm glad your meal wasn't boring. And I will see you later, Roger.
Sometime after the Horus
Have fun with
Heresy had
Subnautica.
concluded,
Wait, are you playing
Roberta
Subnautica
Gilliman gave
1 or
Cull some of
Subnautica
his and his
2?
brother's very special seed.
Which one are you
Along with some
playing?
other cool toys to make a
Ew,
new breed
yeah.
of Space Marines
Why
to better
one?
defend the
One
Empire.
feels so
The
much
most
scary
important
than
of these
two.
cool toys was a little doodad called the Sanct Primus Portum. This was an artifact
That's
that contained
scary.
the genetic material of all the Primarchs,
Yeah.
including the Lost and the Heretical. This allowed Cull to study the various Primarchs' gene flaws and
You know what?
potentially fix them.
To each
And
their
the
own.
other artifacts given
I
to
did not
Cull
want to
helped
play
him develop
Subnautica
new
1 because of how
Marines.
scary
I
it is.
reckon they could have helped a
Oh wow,
little
scary
bit
people
more,
made it to
considering
be.
it took Cull
Your
10,000
third play.
years
You
to finish
already
his little
beat it
project.
then. If this is your third
You could
playthrough.
choose to believe my personal, extremely moronic but funny headcanon that Cull is just a chronic procrastinator, much like myself, and his boss going into a mega coma probably didn't help this either. So he could have finished the Primaris project in like a work week, but he slacked off for 10,000 years until the fall of Cadia and resurrection of Gilliman presented a sufficient oh shit moment for him to
Bro,
finish and
took
submit the Primaris at
10,000
11:59
years.
p.m. But
Wow.
back to actual canon. Cull
10
mostly
years.
finished his
Anyways,
project a little
alright.
after Abaddon split
Bye-bye.
the galaxy in two
Thank you
at
for
the
being
fall
here.
of Cadia.
I will be
When
back
Gilliman returned and took
maybe
command of the
tomorrow
Imperium,
or
he
maybe
ordered
today.
Cull to unveil
I
his
am not
Primaris
entirely sure
Space
yet.
Marines in order to help the
Bye-bye.
Imperium regain stability after the birth of the Great Rift. These first Primaris were